Yes, people, welcome back to Football United TV. This is the live watch along for the Carabao Cup Final, and it's Chelsea versus Liverpool. Yes, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Football United TV. I'm here, joined today by three special guests. First of all, Matthew, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing fantastic and ready for some action today, some football action.
Yeah, same here. I'm looking forward to this game. Both pretty much on form at the moment. Anthony, joining us once again. How you doing, mate?
Not too bad, mate. And yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Looking forward to the game, and yeah, I just we'll go on to in a minute. I'll talk. How are you doing, mate? You all right? Are you there?
He's on mute.
Yeah, he's mute.
Yeah, he's on mute.
Oh, he's gone to the.
muted.
He's gone
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I just read that now. Sorry. How you doing?
I was listening, and I thought, wait a minute, he's not read my message. So, get back quickly. Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. It's all good. How are you?
Not too bad, mate. I did stumble a minute there because I'm just thinking about what's going on in the world, and my thoughts are with the people of Ukraine at the moment with this horrific news coming out every day. The fact that there is an invasion happening from Russia, and it's you see the whole world at the moment standing strong with the Ukrainian people, and it even involves this game, unfortunately, today. But the news coming out that Roman Abramovich has kind of given up the club to trustees of Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah.
Guys, what do you make of that news coming out? We have to talk about this because this is, something that people have on their mind at the moment. Like Matthew, starting with you, mate. What do you make of this news?
Unbelievable. I mean, that's probably what comes to the mind of everyone first. That's unbelievable news, and more than that, what's gonna happen next? We don't know. We don't know how things gonna turn out. We don't know if things will go back to normal, and I'm not just limiting that thought to only football. But like sticking with Chelsea, I think because I can't imagine a world without Chelsea nowadays. They really have become too much of a big club and a big football, especially English football. So I think there will be a solution. There will be something to keep them where Abramovich put them on the map, really. What though, I have no idea. And I mean, I don't know what about you guys, but personally, I'm still kind of mind blown already.
Yeah, like I say, my thoughts. I just kind of can't compute everything that's going on, and my words jumble up completely on how I feel on everything that's going on because, with my family as well, I have some past history of the way that Russia have been. Persecution and people being run out of the country and being put on a hit list of either going to prison for treason or a death sentence. And I know a lot of Ukrainians have that death sentence at the moment. They are on the list. And I just don't agree with that at all. It's just not the right way to go. Talk. I know you have some thoughts on this, and you're worried about it as well. I spoke to a friend in Helsinki last night, Jerry, who does watch the shows. He never comes in the live comments. He does watch the show. He's very scared at the moment, and they're right on the border, of course, with Russia. especially with the Baltic Sea. You know how easy and quick it would be for Russia if they really wanted to take the Baltics, and people are worried, and they are a part of NATO. And talk, what's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's so quickly the world has changed irrevocably, because as you can see now, also with Germany now coming out and saying that they are now, after the Second World War, they vowed never to, spend money on their armed forces. That's now changed to 2% GDP, which in itself is a statement of, how much the world has changed within such a short space of time. I mean, okay, we know that as adults that it's been building up and building up and building up for a long, long time. In terms of the nuances of the politics surrounding what is happening right now, I mean, I don't want to. I know a little bit about it, but I don't want to speculate too much, because I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it is a very, very complicated situation that we find ourselves in. And again, this is not just Ukraine. This is the whole. This is the whole world as a whole. The human race as itself. We're all in a moment here where I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to compare it to another moment. I can't. The only thing I can think of is the Cuban Missile Crisis. What my dad told me about. How close they thought then things were getting. And you kind of think about that, and you just think, wonder what that would have been like. We had no idea. We had no idea, but now we do have an idea.
I think you might agree as well. I remember when I was a kid seeing the horrific footages of the situation in Bosnia and Yugoslavia, and I visited Mostar, where they blew up the bridge, the ancient bridge. I went there, and you can just feel exactly how terrified people were. I spoke to a guy as well, he was around about the same age, and he said it's so much different now. It's so good to be liberated from that and have your freedom, because he said when he was a little kid, literally every day he would have to duck down from bonfire and shrapnel getting caught into you every single day. You know what I mean? Whether you're going to school, whatever. And now it's just peaceful and nice to see that it's just freedom. I mean, look, the West isn't the perfect idea for there's corruption in the West as well. Let's not take that away, of course. But the grass is greener, I feel, on this side, and that's why Ukraine, because they are on the edge of that green grass, they want to stay with the West. They don't want to be a part of what Russia always wanted, which always has been the Soviet Union. And I know I should be careful with what I'm saying, but that is historically true.
I mean, you're not wrong, though. I mean, there's literally an interview of Putin saying that not precisely that, but just saying that the end of the Soviet Union was the biggest mistake ever. And I mean, that's enough. There's nothing else to be said. I mean, it's been on the mind of not the Russian people, but the Russian politics pretty much ever. I mean, if you ask the Russian people, they don't want war. If you ask the Ukrainian people, they don't want war. If you ask the politics, they do. That's the difference.
That's what I want to say, Matthew, as well. It's not the Russian people. You can see so many people. I put up posts as well. They're in St. Petersburg. They're in Moscow. They're in all parts of Russia.
And they are arrested. They are arrested for protesting.
Treason as well. So that's imprisonment and sometimes death, depending.
I don't know about that, but they are indeed being arrested if they manifest. Protesting equals arrestation. That's Russia.
Yeah, it's crazy, mate. It's really crazy. Anthony, how do you feel about it, mate? I mean, look, I can see why Abramovich. People are saying why didn't he come out and say anything against the war or anything? You're
probably the closest friend of Putin. So
you cannot go against someone like that. You will be put on the treason list. You'll be imprisoned, and you could face, I say, the worst circumstance. Anthony, what's your thoughts, mate?
Well, it's just sad at this time, isn't it? Really. I mean, let's be honest with you. You're there with all what's going on. You're thinking of families, the people that lives over there, especially the ones with little kids. You've seen the videos of it all over social media. The fighting, the planes going over, they're dropping bombs and that. We've seen all that. I'm going to be honest with you. I've got a neighbour that lives 3 doors up, all right? And his last name's Borsch, and he's half Ukrainian, right? And he's pretty much upset because he's got some family that's over there as well. And I was chatting to him yesterday and all that as well. And obviously he doesn't like it. He's not keen on the idea. I mean, we said a few things, this and that, but I mean, all you can do is just hope that it just stops. Whatever it takes to stop it, just stop it. I mean, this is what people are not think. Obviously with Putin and that or whatever, he's not thinking about these people with families and kids and all that. It shouldn't. We don't need a lifetime of this now with war and things like that.
You're right. We don't. And I think Marley said it the other day, with the technology that we got today, it's very scary what people can do. And I think told me about that offline in conversations. But I think that my theory on how to solve this is to gather more support from the Russian people. I think that's the only way you're going to stop this, because if his tribe don't follow his orders, where's he going to get? That's the only way I think you can really do this, and it is already happening. So let's hope it does. Marley, how you doing?
Good, mate. I'm good.
Have you got something on in the background? Sorry, I can hear an echo when you came in, mate. How you doing?
Can you still hear an echo? It
From me,
be that way.
No, from my perspective, it's pretty fine.
Oh, cool. I don't know why I can hear an echo from me. Sorry, bro.
What's up, gentlemen?
How are you? How are you doing?
You're right, mate.
Doing well, mate. Doing well. I mean, mankind's really hurting my feelings these past few days.
True.
What is it? Fifth straight day of war. That's 5 more days than they should be acceptable. So, yeah, man, I'm heartbroken. I really am. I'm not gonna lie.
Way too many deaths.
What?
Way too many deaths already.
Exactly, man. Yo, 1 death, it's more than the acceptable amount, right? Like 1 death, it's one more than the acceptable amount. So, what, 60 civilians died, and I don't know how many soldiers have passed away.
It's probably
already.
way more. Probably way more.
Dude, and soldiers, like they're. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of ill-intended soldiers, but in general, mate, they're just a bunch of idiots obeying orders, right?
I mean, soldiers.
Or an even bigger idiot. So.
Soldiers, they are people too. I mean.
Exactly, so, mate. Exactly.
Russian soldiers. I mean, do they really want that? I mean,
I like to think that they don't, mate. I can't be sure, but I like to think that they don't.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Who wants to die anyway?
Yeah.
You can see that you see from the evidence of videos, Russian troops are asking people what's everybody saying about this. They don't know. They're just being told orders, and they've been shut off. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I say. And look, if anybody hears this from the KGB, cool. I'm cool with it. If the people of Russia understand what's going on and they hear the outside world, then it's the only way I think they can stop this war is by their people getting in on it as well. But guys, yeah, look, it's a horrible thing that's happening right now. We are all with Ukraine. You can see the players are coming out now.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some love for what's happening.
I'm slightly behind, but that will do.
So, guys, let's move back on for football now then, okay? We are just about to start the game in about 6 minutes' time. Please do smash the share, subscribe, and like if you can. And, guys, what do you think the score is going to be? Let's start with you, Marley.
I haven't thought about this long enough, but I'm thinking Liverpool's going to win. It's probably going to be a close game. 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Okay. What about you, Matthew?
I mean, same opinion as Molly. Just gonna be a very close game, but I think just Liverpool will edge. They will edge it, in my opinion. They have the better attacking force, and because I don't really like how Chelsea plays. Not that I don't like Chelsea, but I don't like the way they play. I hope for 2-0 win for Liverpool.
Interesting. What about you, Talk, mate?
Yeah, I mean, I just think the way Chelsea, exactly because of the way Chelsea play, they're going to make it so difficult for Liverpool, and I can actually see Chelsea holding them off and nicking it 1-0. So I'm going to say 1-0 Chelsea.
It's always 1-0 Chelsea, isn't it, when they're in the finals?
I know, but that's that's the
Pretty
that's how
much.
it rolls.
Well, if anyone wanted to put money on it and get a bet right, I'd go with Talk right now. But Anthony, what are you going to say? Something like 20-0 or something now? Something ridiculous?
I wish. Be a good game.
You
I'm
win.
going to go totally different to what everybody said. I'm going to go 1-0, and whoever wins on penalties wins basically. So maybe Liverpool win on penalties 3-2.
Yo, UK Strains, big up.
Big up
Big up
UK
UK.
Strains. He says Liverpool 4-2 win.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. I mean, I can understand because, like what Matthew says about Liverpool's attacking prowess, shall we say, it is quite, devastating, lightning fast, and But I think what Chelsea are like in their defensive capabilities. I mean, what do you remember that game? What was it? Did it end up 2-2? That game where
I think.
Who went down to 10 men? Was it Chelsea?
Yeah, I think it was Chelsea.
Yeah. So from that point of view, that's why I'm saying, look, even though they went down to 10 men, Liverpool still could not break them down and get behind. And so that's why I'm kind of thinking that, Chelsea with the kind of winning momentum that they are in right now, having won, a lot of stuff recently, good stuff as well. Then, I just think I'm sticking with that 1-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, I would be surprised if there's more than 3 goals actually in the entire 90 minutes. If I had to go in in-depth prediction, I don't think there would be a goal in the first 45, and I think 2 goals in the. I mean, I said 2-0 for Liverpool, but I don't see any goal in the first half. Personally.
Charlie, what's that picture, bro? That ain't you.
No, it's not. That's my old friend Mihailo, mate. He went to University of Miami with me. He's from the Ukraine. I've been keeping touch with him.
Oh,
And,
okay.
yeah, it's just another way of representing him and hoping that him and the people that he loves are okay. I don't think he's actually in the Ukraine right now, but I'm sure he has a lot of people there that he loves.
Yeah.
So yeah, just wanted.
Big up to him. But we want to see your beautiful face at some point, all right?
Just give me a second. It hasn't been too long that I woke up, guys. I'm in a different time zone, and it is Sunday, so leave me alone.
Yeah. So what do you make of the lineups? Look at the lineups. Nothing out of the ordinary with the lineups, really.
I'm surprised to see Diaz actually.
What'd you say, Matthew?
I wouldn't be I wouldn't be so surprised to see Diaz starting actually.
He is starting.
Oh, he is starting. Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't see him. Where is he?
Is he gonna be playing as a striker, or are they pushing?
I mean,
Mane or
I didn't see Jota, I didn't see him, and I didn't see Firmino. So I was like, yep, I would probably start Diaz. So apparently he's here. Probably gonna play as a striker.
Well,
Diaz, Mane, Salah, Keita.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
The way it's set up in the Brazilian ESPN, it's showing Mane as a striker and Diaz playing in the left.
Okay.
Jota's on the bench.
Let's have a look.
Interesting.
Yeah, same here, Charlie.
Yeah.
With mine, and it's showing that Mane is the.
And there's no Lukaku, no Ziyech. Interesting.
UK Strain says Klopp won't want to lose this cup final again.
Oh,
Yeah, good point.
No.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blinder. There's no two ways about that because we know both teams are capable, of winning this, and that's what's going to make it exceptionally, entertaining end to end. But like we said before, whether there will be any real clear-cut chances, it might be a bit scrappy. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Gonna be interesting to see Kelleher.
Thiago Alcantara is crying his eyes out. Do you guys know what's happening? Did he just get injured or something?
What's that? Sorry,
Thiago Alcantara, Brazilian Spanish player from Liverpool. He's crying his eyes out.
My stream is.
Yes, I am delayed.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's crying. Yeah, I've seen it.
Is it Ukraine related? Is it injury related?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to find out.
Okay, so
if it's Ukraine related, big up to him. I mean, showing real humanity there.
Yeah, I'm just about to kick off at my end.
Yeah, I'm like a few minutes behind.
Taking the
the game started for me already.
You are.
No, I'm like 2 minutes behind, so big up to France.
Now I'm off. No,
right, he just kicks off. Yeah.
Oh no. Well, Thiago was supposed to start, but he got injured right before the game. I feel like that's why he's.
Oh, that's quite sad.
Yeah. It's always your dream, and it's playing a cup finals.
Would have been the first. Would have been
the Carabao Cup final, but still.
I mean, that's still important. I mean, it would be his first for Liverpool, so.
It would definitely be important for me. I don't know how important it would be for Thiago, but
I think it's just because, like, what it's like with the game being invented in England, some of the oldest cup competitions being in England. I think that's why a lot of players from overseas really respect those cup competitions and they see them. I think, as we know, we understand that the FA Cup, and we all agree, is the oldest, association football competition in the history of the game. So for any player of a professional status, it's going to be always, wanting to play in that competition because that's the birthplace of the game, really, isn't it? Where everything's kind of sprouted out from. So I know it's not like a World Cup, European Championships and the blah blahs, but it's still a major competition. And this competition, I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a major competition, but I understand what you were saying there, Charlie, about it's the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The question is could this be? Could there be more kind of importance placed on this competition? Do you think? And if so, how could they do that?
Honestly, mate, I feel like they're never gonna do this, right? Because of money reasons. But I feel like teams qualifying for Europe shouldn't play in the Carabao Cup. It would probably help the calendar as well, and it would make it more competitive.
But why though?
Because these teams already play the FA Cup. They play in European competition. They're competitive.
You earn the right, though, Charlie.
You
you earn the right to play by entering the competition. Are you saying give teams an opportunity to refuse the chance to play in it?
Not
I think
really.
that'd be more.
Like back in, it's not like this anymore, but just a little piece of Brazilian trivia here. Until a couple years ago, the teams that qualified to the Libertadores, to the American Champions League, right? South American Champions League, those teams did not play in the Brazilian Cup. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense because we only have the one cup. That's why it was changed. But in the UK, in English football, you have 2 cups, and the big teams clearly don't care about this smaller one, the Carabao Cup. I mean, Spurs might, but they're not a big team.
That's what I was saying. Was how do we turn this? How could we, in fact, turn this the Carabao, the cup, the League Cup, into a more prestigious competition? How could we do that?
Do you want to do that though? Like, is it okay to have like 4 competitions in a season?
Of course,
I feel like it's not, mate. It's a little bit too much. The calendar's already too tight.
But this is the thing, Marley, is you got to look at it's a tight calendar. However, why do if a football club has only got a squad of 15 players, then you go, no, listen, 4 competitions is far too much. But when the clubs have got huge squads of like, I don't know, in a squad, how many's in a squad? A complete squad of a football club. Let's say.
Well, Arsenal has like 13 players.
Let's say there's a squad. The squad overall is like 30 plus. Okay. Now then, that means there is great opportunities for you to develop younger players, fringe players, squad players, like we know, bring it around. But for me, it's about how do you make this more, like we know a lot of clubs have sometimes in the past not given it their full attention in terms of committing players that into games. So, but how do we kind of turn that into something more kind of positive and also desirable for clubs to go, actually, do you know what? We're gonna, we do want to win this. We do want to be, so we are going to take more chances with our players, playing in the games rather than it being a kind of, it's the Carabao Cup.
Oh, what a save!
I get what you're saying, mate. Oh, yeah, that was a really good save. I get exactly what you're saying. It's just, and I don't have an answer for you. Like, I don't know how to make this more attractive. But the thing is, it's a very attractive competition for 15 clubs in England. And I don't know. I just feel like we have this problem in Brazil where we have those state championships that most people don't care about anymore, but people resist. Like, it shouldn't exist anymore. It's traditional, but it only gets in the way of the truly important competitions, and it makes the calendar messy. Right. So I feel like the efforts should be, because you look at Carabao Cup, like Liverpool and Chelsea played their reserve teams for 80% of this competition. They reached the final. Now they're playing their main team. It's a little weird.
It's not even
like this should be a competition for the lower sides.
Do you remember what I
team? It's like it's pretty much experimental.
Yeah.
Matthew, go for it.
No, I said what I wanted to say. Like, it's not even the main team. It's very experimental. When you look at how Tuchel set up his team, when you look at like Klopp not even starting Alisson, I mean, it's going.
That makes sense.
I wanted to throw in that we did a chat about it actually a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. That I think the Scottish leagues should be enrolled into it. Because that would make it a bit more interesting, don't you think?
That'd be really cool. Yeah, we spoke about this. I remember.
Logistically, though.
I mean, just adding them in the FA Cup would be even better, actually.
I mean, it's a meaningless cup, so why don't we, if we're going to try something out, why don't we try that one first?
Matt, there you see, you just hit the nail on the head. You just said it. It's a meaningless cup. Now
it won't be if they're in it, if they make it better.
Listen, let me put it this way. If you're a youth player at a club, right, in the top 6, 7, or 8 in the Premier League, right, and then you see your club taking this competition not that serious. How does that give you? Well, how does that make you feel if, for example, you was to be given an opportunity to be on the bench, for example? Your mindset then is all about it's a Carabao Cup. It's not like a Premier League game. So for me, this is what I'm saying: is they've got to get away from that, and they've got to make this more desirable. Maybe, just maybe, say whoever wins the Carabao Cup gets an automatic spot in the Europa League or the Europa League Conference.
That should be another. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That way, then it's like, okay. Now then, I know what you're going to say. The first argument to that is, but what if Chelsea win it or Liverpool win it or Man United win it? They're in the top 4. It's like, well, they can actually then still enter another team into said competition should they desire. then it's up to the club to either accept the invitation or not. And from my point of view, I would say, you know what? If he's a manager of a club who's got a really big squad, I'd be saying, well, yeah, okay then. If you could say that we can put another squad in that is probably not going to be used in our Premier League campaign, then let's have it. You're not going to take the chance. You're not going to turn down the opportunity to go and play, some like reserves players and youth players in a competition like the Europa Conference League or even the Europa League, even though it may not turn out to be that you're going to win it. But it's the value of the experience, it's the value of the mentality that it creates at the club for me.
Yeah, well, I get what you're saying.
Didn't they used to do that at one time? A team used to go through in Europe if you had like less bookings, like less yellow cards and red cards. The team with the less sending off in the bookings, they used to get them into Europe, didn't they?
All right, okay.
Really?
Did you know? Yeah. Did you know that?
No.
Not that you'd like
this was going back a while ago, mind. This was going back a while ago. If your team had less bookings and less sending off, you had to go to the very first preliminary. You went automatically straight through into. You had to go further back, though, and then obviously go through. But that was what he did at one time.
Interesting.
You know what? I was taking a look at a little bit of Fluminense's history, and there was a situation back in the 1920s when Matty was only a teenager. There was a tournament that Fluminense won, but we gave the title away because apparently there was a player that wasn't supposed to play. We admitted it afterwards, but anyway, the interesting thing about that is that Fluminense won a game that we drew, but we had more corners. Back in the day, corners mattered that way.
I just want to shout out, big up to you, Marley, for trying to make me feel really old. Niall Kane, hello, Matt, Talk, and Anthony. Big up, Niall. Thank you for coming in, bro.
Well, I was gonna say hi, but I'm not anymore.
Oh, say hi. Hi, Niall. Niall, you follow Scottish football, right? So, Niall, what do you think about maybe adding the Scottish Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two into the Carabao Cup and making it maybe a little bit more interesting? It gives them more money, I think, as well. They would probably love to have Celtic versus Aston Villa in a quarterfinal of a major competition. That's why I think it would get a lot more attraction. What do you think, Niall? Let us know. Talk says hi, Niall, as well.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, you can understand it, can't you? It'd be nice for them, but it's like what I said. Whether you're Celtic or Rangers, you win the Scottish Premier League. For some particular reason, you don't automatically go into the group stages of the Champions League, do you? They got to play a game beforehand. You think, well, what's the point in that? They've won their league. They should go straight into the.
No, that's changed now.
Oh, is it?
So Scotland now, if you win your Scottish League, you're in the Champions League without any now. Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, bloody hell. It's about time they've done that then.
It's only just been changed, Anthony, recently. But it's that's why the Scottish League is going to be very interesting this year, because they literally are going to get straight into it and they will be in the Champions League. So fair play for that to actually happen for the Scottish League. It's grabbing momentum. I mean, Steven Gerrard, I'm not to say it, but Brendan Rodgers and Steven Gerrard going in there kind of brought this buzz back to the league. So it's nice to see.
Thiago Silva's down, by the way. He's got a problem with his ribs by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
just
Thiago.
with that. Yeah.
So with Charlie saying that though, Matt, how old are you?
You said Matt, and there's two here, so brilliant.
Yeah, we try.
Well, Matt King. Sorry, I'll see Mr. King.
Trying to get out of it, Matthew. Okay. I'm 53 in 2 days.
Is it? Right, okay.
Yeah.
I know the other rumor. I know the other rumor. That's why you always wear a hat on the stream, because it's like Tunchel's a hairstyle now, isn't it?
It's just all wrinkles, Anthony. It's all wrinkles, mate. You know what I mean?
Right.
I look like a hot dog bun, mate. My head.
No, it's like an egg in the nest. They call it egg in the nest.
But anybody with a hairstyle like Tuchel's, I do apologise. It was just for Matt only.
You cheeky batter, you.
You're...
So what are you making of the game, guys? What are you making, talk?
Chelsea have had a good start.
Yeah.
Chelsea have had a good start, to be fair.
Both teams have played well. I think, in all fairness, it was a great save from the Liverpool goalkeeper. I mean, if not, Chelsea would have been 1-0 up with in the first 5 minutes of the game. So, you know, it's going to take time to get the momentum up, but it's still a good game. But you know, there's more to it. There's more in this game.
I'm not a big fan of it so far. Chelsea looked better so far. Unsurprisingly, it's been very lackluster when it comes to like the final passes, and for both teams, especially Liverpool. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be way more interesting, I think, in the second half. Like teams, I mean, it was going to be experimental, the formation, the setup. So it's gonna take like a few minutes to me the first half to actually for the players to actually grasp the idea of their coach, and it's gonna work better later.
They've got to, Matthew. They've got to manage the game as well in terms of their energy levels as well. Also, because obviously we know, you know, both teams are still in a title race. Let's be fair, but it's more in Liverpool's favour. So there is that aspect to it as well that I'm seeing here. A little bit of that, you know. Let's not overexert ourselves, especially, you know, too early in the game, because if you set the tempo now, you know, then yeah, you have to carry that on.
Well, it's just come up possession-wise is 60-40 to Chelsea. So
yeah,
in a minute.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
It's very up and down though, isn't it? It's like as soon as someone gets the ball, it's a straight attack.
Yeah, true.
Oh, a lovely ball in behind there. Kai
Chelsea
Havertz. Oh, pulled into the
Cross
box.
in.
He's going to turn and shoot. Oh, no, and then a wild effort from distance. Good bit of football there from Chelsea. Kante.
Yeah.
I love watching Kante, man. He's just he's such a dynamo, man. That player, isn't he? The energy levels that guy has got.
Man United should have got him, shouldn't we? Talk.
I'd love to see Kante at Man United. Let me tell you that.
Arsene Wenger preferred getting Xhaka.
Really?
Aged well.
Man United are getting Xhaka. They are getting
Liverpool in the box. Mane. Oh,
Diogo Jota, 17 goals this season. That's crazy.
That's a lot.
Do you know what? If Salah goes, because they're saying I've heard rumours that Salah and Mane might be leaving just to go somewhere else, whether it's like Real Madrid or somewhere like this. Is, you know, these teams want them. I'd tell you what, with that Jota, he's absolutely fine. He's going to be world class, but he just needs to get more game time under his belt. I know he's played a few games. Obviously, he scored these 17 goals, but I mean, just imagine how many goals he can play. You know, well, how many goals he can score if he was injury free for a season. I think you're talking about 30 goals at least.
Is he that young, though, cuz?
Easily.
Is he that young?
Yeah, he's 20. How old is he? 20 what? 23?
No, really?
No, I doubt that.
Also, can we just throw into the mix? Sorry, can we just throw into the mix?
25.
That
25, is he?
Go on,
Leeds
talk.
have sacked Bielsa as well.
That's official now, yeah. I know a lot of people last night were going, it's official. It's official. I was like, it's not actually. I even woke up this morning and even like the mainstream news on different channels were like, he's on the tightrope. So I don't know where that came from last night, the official thing, but it's official now. Okay, brilliant. Bielsa.
I wanted to come back to South America, man. I wanted to come back.
Charlie, don't be surprised if we see him at Man United.
By the way,
Man United, really?
I'd love to see him at Man United. I'd love to.
Without a doubt.
Who's this? Kante?
Bielsa. I don't know why people go, he's a flop manager. Like, dude, like he did great things with Leeds. Like they still were scoring goals against top teams. It's just recently they haven't because he's not a defensive type coach. And I know that people could say, well, he's not a very good coach, but what do you mean? Like coaches either play attacking or they though they play defensive.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think he's a bad coach, but he's definitely not good defensively. If he manages a team where Maguire's starting every day, dude, you guys are going to concede 4 goals a game.
No, but yeah, we need players in as well. I know. I agree.
Because Man United need to change their back, not the board, but like obviously when it comes in, the play, because he wants his own men. I don't know if you've seen it with Leeds United. It was on Amazon. They did a documentary on it. Russell Crowe was doing the commentary on it, and he said he wants his own people. So that's him, his number 2, and his training staff and all this and that. I mean, Man United's already done that, haven't they? They've got a few people since Ragnick coming. Would they want to do that? Go all through that process again and changing everybody again now?
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know what they want to do. I don't even know if they want to listen to Rangnick. That's the thing. I think he is a very good person to have at the club, but if you're not going to let him do what he's meant to do, which is give you advice on the players and managers that you want, and then what's the point of having him there?
It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere if they don't.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like they're going to listen to him, does it?
No, I agree with you, unfortunately.
So,
by the way, I know El Loco is Argentinian, but I would love to see him manage Brazil. That would be so fun to watch.
Honestly, I wouldn't, just for the reason that if you remember back when he was the Argentinian coach, but he had one of the best team probably ever in the history of Argentina, and he somehow managed to do jack shit with it. So that's kind of why I think he's not a great coach.
Bro, is it 02? That was 02, right?
Yeah. No, the team he had, I saw it not long ago on paper, and I was like, "What the fuck? How can you not do anything relevant?"
Yeah, but Matthew, don't you look around in 02 at all the other teams, and they were even better. I mean, Brazil at that time, Ronaldo, and
when you look at Argentina, it was really something else.
It was a great team.
Let me get the who they had. Give me a second.
Dude, that final, it was tough to break into that final. Germany and Brazil were crazy good back then. Brazil did steal its way to the final because we should not have beaten Turkey. If VAR was there back then, Turkey would have reached the final, not us. But
you did quite well that year, mate. I think you beat England as well, and that was a great game by you.
That was a really entertaining game, mate. Ronaldinho got an assist, an amazing goal, and a red card.
I was going through my exams.
He was the manager for a total of 6 years, from 1998 to 2004. And I mean, just look at the team they had. Each year, it's ridiculous. So Argentina 02. I'm gonna get it in just a second. There we go.
Don't get me wrong, Macho. He's not my preferred choice. If Pep leaves City and finally joins Brazil, mate, I don't even know how I'm going to react to that.
I mean, Ayala, Pochettino, Walter Samuel. When you look at the midfield, I mean, Ravia Zanetti, Verón, Simeone. They had Gallardo also played in Monaco, and Hernan Crespo, Batistuta. I mean, just how can you do that?
I do think it's different when you're doing a national team and it isn't a player.
Oh, it's very different. It's very different.
I think he's good if Bielsa could have the funds and build the team that he wanted to attack and win dominantly. I think a club like Man United that has the money, if they backed him, would do a good job. Would do a better job than Ole and Mourinho say. But yeah, I agree with you. With the national side, he didn't do too great. He didn't do the best at Atletico Bilbao.
Bilbao really decent, actually. It's probably his best spell ever at a club. I mean, there's league.
But it ended sour, didn't it? It ended very sour for some reason.
It ended very sour everywhere. It ended very sour in Leeds.
Not quite at Leeds, though. It's quite kind of... He's still a hero.
He got sacked.
Well, it was mutual.
They are conceding fucking 8 goals a game.
No, but I think it's still mutual. It's so, they were so respected in Leeds as a person anyway.
I mean, he's very respected in Marseille too. I mean, I'm hearing every day we preferred when we had Bielsa and Sampaoli. Yeah, Bielsa. It's always Bielsa, but then again, like look at how it ended. I mean, that's...
I know. But you know, I don't know. I like the dude. I like the dude.
Let's not forget.
You know what? Would you take the Southampton manager?
Hasenhüttl.
Yeah,
I would. Yeah, at Old Trafford. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I think you would. How he got that team, Southampton? They've been playing well their last few games. Obviously, they've been winning games as well, and the technician with him doing sorting out all the tactics and telling him where to play and all. You see him on the pitch. Do you know what? He's absolutely brilliant. It's just a shame that he's in charge of a team like, I say Southampton, but I mean, do you know what I mean? They haven't really got much money to spend, have them? They didn't really spend a great deal.
Hold on, one sec. Something going on here. I think there's a calls for a red card or something.
Just one thing.
Is that
an elbow? That was an elbow by Keita.
Just quickly before we go back to Matthew, because he's got one.
Just
Avi Aki dos Lobidos. Avi Aki dos Lobidos. Let's go, Reds. Get in there, Liverpool. Thank you for tuning in. Smash the like, share, subscribe if you can. Thank you so much. Matthew, please go away with what you're going to say.
Say, like, Hassan also, it's more that, okay, he doesn't have a lot of money to spend, but more than that, I mean, he had to sell a lot of players. Like, a lot of key players he had to sell. So, I was about to say, yeah, but he's very inconsistent. But, like, how can you be consistent when you're constantly selling your key players, your starting players? Like, I've looked at the post, like, just Southampton starting 11 if they didn't sell any player in the last 5 years or so. And you're looking at it and, okay, those players improved, etc. But even at Southampton, they were doing quite fantastic. And give that team to Hasenhüttl for a few years, and I think he would have done way better than he has currently done, and what he has currently achieved is still very good. So I think, he's actually a very good coach in my opinion. But
with Southampton as well, they've always been named to have a good youth academy as well, haven't they? So when they sell players, they always bring certain players up for the youth as well, like the likes of like Walcott and Chamberlain.
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw. Chambers for Arsenal.
Practically the whole Liverpool team. Maybe.
Yeah.
They took a lot of Southampton players.
Was Raheem Sterling connected to Southampton?
They know how to scout players. They know how to develop them. I mean, it's more than just the academy. When you look at Sadio Mane, etc., I mean, they've done brilliantly.
I don't know if Sterling was a part of the stuff. Maybe he was, mate. I mean, you look at Bale as well. Went to the Spurs. They've got a great academy. Do you think that maybe Ralph would be a suggestion? Because obviously he looks up to Ranić, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
So
and he's speaking highly of him as well, isn't he, in his interview as well when Ranić first come over here. So, he did. I reckon that'd be a good. I reckon everybody's surprised. Everybody's all about Zidane and all these elite managers. It won't be surprised me if you end up with someone like him, the Southampton manager. So,
Dude, Mathieu, where do you think Zidane's gonna end up in? Because I think he's a good manager. Like, he won 3 Champions League. Sure, it was an amazing team, but he won 3 in a row. You think he's gonna go to PSG?
No. No. He has a very close relationship with a French journalist who's named Fred Hermel. That journalist is also a very close friend of Florentino Perez, and I mean, he's very close to Real Madrid actually, and he has a lot of information. And he stated a lot of times already for RMC Sports that Zidane is not interested in PSG because he wants full control, and he knows that he will never have it due to the Qataris owners. It's more likely he'll end up as the French manager after the World Cup, most likely, unless like France does brilliantly and Deschamps stays, but it's unlikely. So
I can see Conte. I see Conte going to PSG. Antonio Conte.
he would like full control too. He's never gonna have it.
He does, but I feel like he'll go there and
He's
maybe
never gonna make like players like Neymar, etc., at the work rate he wants. That would be a failure. That just wouldn't be possible.
Matthew, is it right that they don't? I mean, Pochettino came out and kind of said that the owners or the directors kind of like pick the teams for him, so you don't really have that control. So whether Conte would want to go there and go, well, you can spend all you want, but we're picking the players and we're picking the team, then what control has he got if he can't do?
Absolutely not. I mean, that's the issue. That's exactly the issue Tuchel had at PSG. Oh, look at what he's doing with Chelsea. No, that's
there is that.
what he's doing.
Conte likes this.
Sorry,
He likes the buying power, Conte. He loves the buying power. That's why that statement he made after when Tottenham lost against Burnley.
Yeah,
is because you know, about him, he, like saying that he most probably leave and this and that. But Conte wasn't ever going to be at Tottenham for long because Conte, he loves the money to buy players. So, Tottenham haven't got that. Tottenham haven't got. I mean, what's Tottenham's dearest player ever? Is it what 50 million?
it must be Ndombele for like
Ndombele. It was 60, I think.
70 million euros approximately. So like 60
that was
million.
a great double save there from Mendy. By the way, it's a corner kick to Liverpool.
By the way, Conte never stayed long anywhere.
No, he doesn't. No.
Juventus was probably the longest.
It was like 2.5 seasons,
3.5 years actually, I think.
Yeah.
What did you want to say, mate?
Oh yeah.
No, I was just going to say this: that approach that PSG and other clubs like to take has got a shelf life because they think they know best. The owners and everything else. They get these people in. You do this, you do that, you do the other. Specific roles and all of that. But then when it doesn't pay dividends and they continually fail in the Champions League, they have to take a different approach. And that's where I think for me, the likes of Zidane. If they're looking at, if they, like, for example, now, if they fail in this season's Champions League again, PSG, maybe that might alter their thinking in the way they are doing what they're doing. And maybe look at Zidane and think, you know what, we have an opportunity here to actually look at how we're doing what we're doing. Have a chat with Zidane.
There's been a lot of talks with Zidane, actually. More than one. Yeah. So, I mean, they are trying. Well, they're probably trying Conte. They will probably try for Conte too.
Well, that's the thing, Matthew, is and what are those talks about? And that's just, like you say, maybe they are surrounded by, that kind of approach from Zidane is saying, look, if I ever going to ever entertain this position, it has to be under these terms.
Yeah. And, I mean, Zidane isn't fully against the idea. He's just against the idea of having Leonardo ahead of him and against the idea of having the Qatari he wants the Qatari basically to just give them money and that's it. And he does the thing. He does everything. That's what Zidane wants to do. And that's what Conte will want to do. That's what most managers today will want to do because today we have manager, not coach. And I mean, they will never find an actual coach that can work in those circumstances.
Actually, Mathieu, as well, a good point to raise, I think, is if you look at how it ended with Tuchel. So they were doing the same kind of things with Tuchel.
Yeah.
He then leaves Paris Saint-Germain, goes to Chelsea with total control of what he's doing, and wins the.
No, there's more than that. Look at Emery. Okay, it didn't do so well at Arsenal, etc. But he used to be PSG's coach, and I mean, look at what he did with Villarreal. I mean, he won the Europa League, first trophy in their history. Ex-PSG coach. Ex-PSG coach. I mean, that's always that's.
I was just reading what come up with it.
I looked down, I looked up, and I was like, "Why is that sitting there like wobbling like that?"
Cause smash.
Because
no, you're right, Matthew.
The size of me, I'm on a little seat like this.
To
be honest with you, I'll get up because I lose all feeling in my legs and in my backside and that. It's like, I've got to walk around.
You're farting down one trouser leg, aren't you? That's how tight it is.
And you need to invest in.
Is that you messaged me earlier, farter boy? Exactly. He went, "Oi, farter boy, you coming on the street?" It's like,
I can't talk me Julie all the time. Like, well, not all the time, but a little bit.
yeah.
I don't mind being called Julie.
Coming on me Julie. You know,
Something
Ali
about
G,
it.
innit? Big up me Julie.
I guess, guys, I have a tough questions for you all. Best player so far?
One of the goalkeepers. I'd say
I think you've got to
Mendy.
give it to. I'm going to talk the goalkeepers, both of them. They've made outstanding saves in this game so far.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 1-on-1. Oh, he's missed it.
Uh,
1-on-1 for who though, Matt?
Let's see, Havertz.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Sorry, I didn't
So
want
ma-
to spoil it for you.
okay.
I have
So
now.
maybe gonna be Alisson so far being the no Kelleher. So sorry, Kelleher.
It was
So
well
Kelleher
offside.
being the man of the match.
It was well offside, guys. Check this out, guys. For the man of the match so far, goalkeepers, yeah. But do you think that was an offside?
It looked like an offside. I haven't seen the replay yet.
I'm like a few seconds behind. So I'll have the
Let us know when you see
replay in a second. Yeah. That's all.
it. Shocked.
Oh yeah, that was an easy offside.
They didn't put the flag up though, even when he got the
Yeah,
ball.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
miles off.
refereeing in England, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
What's
man.
the linesman there for if he can't like clearly see it?
That handball in the Everton game was absolutely diabolical.
Yeah,
Dude,
agreed.
What?
I can't believe it. I was
Yeah,
sat
it's
watching it
fine.
last night on Match of the Day, and I'm saying, "Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh?" I couldn't get over it. I was like, "That is just the most ridiculous decision I've ever seen." And we've seen some bad ones. Let's have it right.
Yeah.
Refereeing has been shocking lately. Like whenever I watch a game, I'm like fuck me, it's like 4 hours per game. I mean, I sometimes feel like I would do a better job. I wouldn't, but I feel like I would.
right? Look at that stance. Yeah.
What are you
Do
doing?
you know why?
I got my phone down here, and then it's leaning up against the bottom of the TV screen because I'm watching the game up. So, hey, you could zoom it in a game, Matt. You could zoom it in a game if you want to. There you go.
Yeah, you were
That's clear.
79.
That's
FA
for
Cup
your
final.
Very cool.
That's when
Arsenal
Cousins
3,
started working
Manchester
out.
United 2. I only got it because it was the year I was born.
You put me off my
No,
I'm,
that's-
I'm not as old as Matt, but you know,
That's back when Anthony started going to the gym, guys. 1979.
79. Yeah.
How was it, mate? Do you remember?
What, the gym?
The final.
The final. Well, no, it was the year I was born. It was 3-2, wasn't it? We won. Can't really. I've watched bits of it and all that. And,
Like when you were younger, do you remember watching it over and going, I was born on that day, or he was?
actually, I was born 6 weeks before the final.
So, what?
I was born 6 weeks before the final was played.
Oh, it. All right, gotcha now.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I'm not going to banter Arsenal too much. You're above us, I think, now in the league, aren't you?
No, you're
Not
above
yet.
us by a point.
Not yet.
Oh yeah, you got
3
games.
games.
We
3
got
games,
Watford next game. We're going to show you how to beat Watford.
You got possible 9 points. A possible. So that's all it is, though.
Yeah, but then again, you think you've got obviously
I know.
Man United's
don't say
got a
it.
tough march. That's
Yeah,
tough
we have,
march.
mate. We have got a tough match. No two ways about that. But
Just in March, United has more tough games than Arsenal has to play for the remainder of the season. It's not looking too good for United right now.
Marley, I said to Talk as well, and Talk might agree with me that we'll probably do good in March, and then we'll do crap in April against the weaker. It just always happens to be that way, doesn't it, Talk?
Perhaps.
Yeah, it's a possibility because we have beat these teams that we're coming up against last season. So you know what, it's a possibility. And under Ralph, I think we are not losing, which is a great thing. So you know what, if Arsenal don't take full advantage of these 9 points and come out with at least, in my opinion, you've got to come out with at least 6 minimum out of those 9.
Yeah.
And if you
I'm
don't,
open 9 as well.
you know, that for me, you're going to let some big time slip. So, and actually, let's have it right. Who's the pressure on more?
Yeah, because when have we got you? Is it the end of April? Arsenal got Man United in the league.
I think so. I think it is in April. I don't think it's in March. I didn't hear Arsenal coming out of the hat.
No, it is. I think when we play each other, I think it's round about. I think it'd be about it's the 35th game of the season. Obviously 38. I think it's 3 games before the end. But that's it. That's the Emirates, isn't it?
That's going to be probably the most interesting game between the two for a very long time.
Well, I think whoever wins, depending on what the situations are like with both of us within the league, I think whoever wins that, knowing there's 3 games left after, that'd be the 4th spot decider. That game.
Well, we're almost coming up to half time now. It's the 40th minute and it's still looking stalemate at the moment. It's going to stay that way, it seems. Guys, what you're making this first half, I can't make who's the better team at the moment. Chelsea probably had better chances. Goalkeepers have been terrific as well, might I add.
Yeah. I can't argue with that, Matt. It's exactly the same as what you said. Goalkeeper has been fantastic. I think Chelsea may have slightly edged it, in possession-wise, but that's pretty much it.
I mean, they were looking better like a few minutes ago, but like right now it went on like being somewhat even, but no, I think Liverpool clearly edges it. But like, if you look at it like the whole of first half so far, it's very even. Like, there's not a single team that looks really better than the other. It's very lame, and I mean, if people watching the stream actually listen to me, and if they had bet on 0-0 at halftime, they would have won money. I mean, it's not even halftime; it will be 0-0 halftime. I'm saying it. No way, there's a goal in like the next 3-4 minutes. No way.
I agree with that. Actually.
I'm gonna jinx it like really fucking hard.
3-0 at half time or 3-0. I hope so.
I mean,
I agree with
jinx it too, but like I'm really convinced there won't be a goal.
Yeah.
Like, what's looking like really, really real is the 1-0 Chelsea prediction. Like, I think it will really fucking come, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to put talk on solo there. I think you're the one here, mate, with the
1-0 Chelsea, a goal at like 81st minute or something.
I think it looks
I
like
said
that.
1-0.
It's really shit.
Chelsea.
Do you think Talk it'll be in like the later stages of the game, or do you think they'll nick it like at the first start of the second half?
I think the later stages of the game is where both teams will put more energy in. I don't see it coming.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
I
think in the last,
like it will go to if like it's still 0-0, like the 80th minute, it's gonna go down to penalties. Like,
I don't think they want that. I just think they're both clever managers, and I think they obviously know what's coming up, the positions they're in the league. I think it's a case of now is like, look, let's just sort of play it kind of cool and sort of safer.
Yeah, to wrap it up.
First half.
Okay, yeah.
And then coming into the second half also, right, let's just carry on where we left off. And then round about the kind of, with 20 minutes to go, say, then we'll see. I think we'll see a real intensity change in the game because both teams will want to actually, take this, just take the game there and then. Is there extra time? Because no teams want that.
That's a good shout, actually. Don't know.
I think it is. I think it is extra time.
It is. Yeah. I don't think they've changed over here. They did for the AFCON, didn't they? And have for a few other things, but the World Club Cup was still extra time, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
I think there would be extra time. There have to be, surely.
I mean, like, well, 1 minute, 2 minutes.
yeah,
No. I mean, extra time.
Oh yeah,
At the
okay,
end of the game.
no, yeah, extra, no, okay, extra time, okay.
yeah. I always say extra time when I'm about injury time. I don't know why.
Yeah, I always.
Oh, well, that should have been it. That should have been the goal to break the deadlock.
For who? For who?
Mason Mount. It was literally all the time in the world. Oh my lord!
It's really not looking great when you're wasting such occasions.
Oh,
What minute are you on, Matt?
I'm on the 44.
Wow.
40 minutes.
I'm like on the 43rd.
Oh my lord! He absolutely wasted it. You'll see.
I'm a
it.
little bit behind as well, so I'm going to see it coming up.
I'm like 30 seconds behind.
Oh my good lord! That was awful. Even Tuchel slamming the ground with his hands.
Is it that bad?
Oh, bloody hell, yeah, that should have been.
Oh, yeah, should have buried that. Should have been scoring
Yeah.
there. He's got to be scoring that.
He had time to take a touch as well. Like, if he wanted to, he didn't have to do that either.
My
Great
reaction,
ball by Havertz, by the way.
my reaction's gonna be so late.
Good.
It's just starting.
You are going to
Bloody
put
hell.
your hand to your head. I guarantee.
Yo,
fuck.
Mathieu, very, very off topic. But since you're here, no one else is going to care about this. Do you know if Ibanez lost his spot at Roma because of injury, or is he not playing well anymore? Like, if you know, you
I don't. No,
Okay, that's fair enough. Fair
I
game.
absolutely don't. So,
Matthew, how are Inter Milan doing at the moment? How is the Serie A?
fucking dreadful.
They're set. I think are they second in AC Milan's top?
Yeah, but AC
I mean,
Milan's not
yeah,
that good. And they're top.
we have a game in hand, and like AC Milan, we had the opportunity to break. Then AC Milan had the opportunity to break, and both are like draw. Like,
Yeah.
if you want a good love, like Inter, we haven't won since like, I think it was the 29th of January. We haven't won a game. We haven't won a game since then. It's been one.
I was going to say because they've drawn two, like AC Milan and Inter Milan. They've both like roughly. I think they've drawn their last two games, haven't they?
Yeah.
And it just seems like nobody wants to win the league. You know, out of it, that's what it seems like.
I mean, Juventus, they are dreadful. Napoli, inconsistent. Inter, AC Milan, I mean, I don't know. And like Atalanta are behind. And then like it's the rest, they are all out. So it just doesn't make sense. I mean, there's a lot of people saying, yeah, Serie A is the most interesting league right now. I mean, no. I mean, when you look at the games, it's really just not good football. It's not like all teams are pushing for the title. It's like, why are you fucking drawing to Genoa of all team? Just there's no intensity, no nothing. It's really lame, actually.
How do you think Insigne is gonna do in the MLS?
I mean,
I just had a chat with him.
he should be like the MLS best players, I think.
Yeah, I mean Johnny commented on the fact that he plays at Naples, right? So he's not used to living. I mean, he's used to playing a couple of games in the Code, but now living in the Code, and now he's going to Canada. So that could perhaps hurt his.
Up, yeah. But I mean, he's older, so
Yeah.
I mean, is it easier to adapt when you're older than when you're young? I don't know. Maybe depends on the degree of old, I'd say. No, I think he'll do decent. I think. I don't know. I don't think like the MLS and the America is like the hardest place to adapt. I think it's much worse when you go to like an older country, like say going to Greece, where there's a lot of tradition and it's very deep. Like there's a lot of roots, etc. I mean, the US and Canada, it's I think like you're not so. I mean, I went there once, and I was like, yeah, that's just France but bigger.
Yeah.
And I feel that like English people will feel the same, and Spanish people especially the same. Like yeah, it's Spain, it's London, it's Paris, it's Milan, bigger.
Matthew,
So
you got You got to tell me about that June trip, mate. I can't wait to go and see that.
Oh, true. Yeah. When is it? When is it again?
June 2nd, I think I can make it out.
Let me look at when I have my exams.
Can you remind everybody where that is and how beautiful of a place that is?
So it's La Roque-Gajac in Dordogne, which is a beautiful place in France, and not so expensive. I don't know if you look at the price, but it's very not expensive actually, considering like what it is. Trying to figure out my exams. There it is. All right. 1st of June. Ooh. All right. I should be fine. It should be like right after my exams, actually. Like just 1 week after.
Looks like a beautiful place, doesn't it?
Honestly, yeah. Like, can you show some pictures while it's half time or?
Yeah, share them, mate. Share them, guys. Everybody in the comments, let us know what you thought of the game.
What-
Your questions
How
of
do I
the-
do that? Wait. Wait.
Yo, Maddie, Charlie's asking you to check your Twitter.
Just
Yep.
gonna make a drink. Hang on, guys.
Yeah. Take your time. I mean, it's half time. Honestly, like, also, I got my prediction right. It's 0-0 half time. Am I proud of myself? Yes. Honestly, 0-0 half time, I call it like every fucking game. It happens every fucking game. And I'm like, yeah, I got it right, but at what cost? The game is boring. But I got it right. There's usually a bit of relief. Hopefully, second half will be more interesting. Right. Okay, so screen share. Can I do that? Yep. Which screen is it? That should be that.
Oh, I think you gotta share it, and one of us needs to accept it.
Yeah, it's accepted. Yeah.
I'll put it here.
There we go. Okay, so I should be screen sharing Firefox. Yep, there it is. So we should be visiting this wonderful place that is called La Roque-Gajac. Fun fact, you can actually go kayak in this river that is called the Dordogne. And I mean, don't tell me that's not beautiful. Like, don't tell me that doesn't look sexy.
Nice.
Yo, that
That's-
looks gorgeous.
Yo, and that's not even expensive to go there. That's what's crazy, actually.
I've got relatives, Marseille.
Oh, it's actually. I mean, I'll show where it is in France. That's quite far. It's not in the center of France, but like that's there, and Marseille is there. So it's quite far. I personally live right here in Pau.
Also, that water there, that's a big lake or a river. It's
No,
not,
that's quite a big river. That's the Dordogne.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's that one.
All right.
Yep. And there's a lot of other small towns nearby. That's Dome, which is on a hill, and these kind of views you can actually experience it. There's a lot of caves as well. There's a cave in Dome, which you can enter from the very center of the city. I don't know if I'll get a picture. No, I don't think I will. Like that's a very, very, very ancient part of France, and I mean that's just fantastic to visit. Let me just show you one last thing. There we go. So that's one of the caves I was talking about, which is the pronounced in French Gouffre de Padirac.
wow.
Yeah. that's like next level. You actually, it's really fucking cold on there too. You actually need to buy some gears to experience it. No, that's really crazy. Actually, that's really, really, really crazy.
Wow.
Just need to book a ticket to go there because like it's one hell of a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that looks gorgeous too.
that freeze. And there's, I mean, that's the most famous one, mainly because it's the biggest. But there's a lot of other caves. I mean, if we actually go there, I can, or we can just book for another cave that is just less well known. And just looking at the price, for instance, like say, let's look at the price. Like you can rent some stuff for pretty much nothing, like that. Yeah, Gilles de France gonna do it fine. I mean, just look at this. You can have 2 bedrooms, 250 €250 per week. I mean, that's pretty dang cheap. 4 bedrooms for 8 people, 380 euros per week. That's
Right. So,
not odd.
guys, if you're watching this and you have a problem with either Matt or Mathieu, you know what they're gonna be in July.
Yeah, we'll be there for sure. I mean, fuck man, I want to go there. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, that's like not for
No,
real.
that looks beautiful, man.
No, that's gorgeous.
Is it a
Look-
plus
look-
one?
Look at this. Just that's like there's other things than Paris in France. Just letting you guys know. Just don't go to Paris. Don't waste your money. If you want to visit Paris but cheaper, go to Lyon. I mean, it's well known, so fair enough. But it's gonna be Paris cheaper. And if you want to really experience like what France really is historically, I mean, just go in Dordogne. Just go there. There's a lot of castle too. A lot of castles, like medieval castles. And let me see if I can. There's
Mathieu, have you heard of the Colonque?
yep.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
been to the Colonque. That's an interesting. How should we say? It's like a big rock in it sticking out of the water.
Yeah.
Like a huge, like piece of rock. It's amazing. It's great.
I think it's Marquesac. Yes. So I went there. Can I get a good picture of it? Yeah, so that's a very famous garden. Yep. Yep. I mean, it's quite fantastic. Like going there, you're like in fucking, I don't know, in a movie. It's not real, especially when going it in summer. Like there's flowers, there's everything, there's cultures, etc.
Hmm.
And it's all on a
Beautiful place.
cliff. It's all on a
Fran-
it's on a fucking cliff.
Yeah, France is a great place. France is beautiful, man.
Look at this, like that's the cliff.
Mm.
Yeah, no, France is really incredible. It has one hell of I don't even know how to say it. Like there's everything for tourists. There's literally everything. Spain also has a lot of crazy place to visit.
Mm.
But of course, I'm not Spanish, so I don't know much. But yeah, if you want a cheap place to go there. I mean, I don't expect a lot of people to speak English though, or speak a decent English. So neither expect them to speak Spanish. Actually, just French, only French. I mean,
I say to my missus, Mathieu, I say, mon petit pouce. I heard it on a program we were watching, and I liked it. I just like the way it rolls. It's nice.
yeah,
So
stop
she-
share there. So yeah, that's halftime break. Where to go for your next holidays?
Yeah.
We should get like someone from Italy or Spain, or even like say
Well,
an
that's
Eastern European country to actually like next episode like showing crazy places in one's country.
We've got the connection there as well because my missus is French Italian, so we've actually got a house in just outside of Turin at a place called Chioti Inferiore. Have you heard of that?
No.
Have you heard of Pomeretto, Pinerolo, outside of Turin? Yeah. So it's not far from there. It's not so far from there. Up in towards the Dolomite, on the foot of the mountains, and Perosa, Argentina. Have you heard of that? A little village, Perosa, Argentina. It's absolutely sensational. So both sides, it's it's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Italy really is a fantastic country, to be fair.
One of my favorite aftershaves comes from Italy, Bulgaria. Aquamarine. It is absolutely sensational. Aquamarine, check it out. It's like a little water droplet bottle, and it is mate. It's in the summertime to die for, mate. The scent of it is just wow. Honestly, I've had so many people when I wear it say, "Wow, what is that?" It's like you bring a whole, you bring a how should we say, like a beach with the kind of this like really overwhelming, not overpowering, but overwhelmingly fresh scent. It's just amazing, honestly. You gotta check it out. If you like freshy aftershaves, get yourself some.
Yeah.
You can sell Oldham, can you, Charlie? Is that true? Smash the like if you're watching. We are going. It's the second half right now. Please do smash the like. Share it if you can on any platform that you got. It does really help us out if you can. And definitely smash a like. We are on 9. I think we want to get 10. We want to get more than that. There are 6 people in here right now. Second half is starting, guys. You said your predictions for the second half. Yeah, we all kind of go with talk now, don't we? We think it's going to be a 1-0 scraping from Chelsea.
Yeah. And I still hope for a 2-0 win Liverpool, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of what they've shown so far. Not a big fan of how they played, and I think Chelsea are more deserving. So, as a neutral, Chelsea 1-0. It's going to be very scrappy, but.
I'm still going for a 1-0 to Liverpool. I actually went for 2-1 Liverpool, but now I'm going 1-0 Liverpool. By the way, guys, that's a 42-inch TV that he's holding.
That's a it's like, what's he actually watching? He ain't watching football because he's smiling. He's like, ooh.
Looks like he's reading the bloody Bible there. You all right?
He's with us, aren't they? He's with us, cuz. He's going to show some at film.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
I hope you press a like on your tablet.
I'll do that now. That'll be 10 likes, okay? There you go. There you go. I don't know if you can see it.
Home support.
At the end.
I believe you, Anthony. You know, you're a farmer. We believe our farmers. They do a great service. I believe you, Anthony. It's fine.
Yeah. Just remember to click the like, people, and subscribe.
I don't want to see your chat about login, okay?
Login?
Kenny Loggins. Second half has begun.
I think you meant to say dogging. I think you meant to say dogging.
Danger zone.
I'll call you Stan Collymore now then. Oh, and Matt got that one. Yeah, Stan Collymore was a filthy boy.
Oh, he was.
I don't need 22 rolls angry. I mean,
He got caught a lot in the parking lot.
He had a bit with with Sharon Stone in that film, Basic Instinct, didn't he?
Dan Collymore?
Yeah, he was in Basic Instinct 2 with Sharon Stone.
No.
Yeah. At the beginning, they were in the car together.
Stan Collymore. The Stan
Stan
Collymore.
Stan Collymore, ex-Liverpool footballer, was in Basic Instinct 2.
Wait, let me double check that.
Big up Bargab. He says, let's go Pulisic. Matthew's checking up whether...
Oh, fuck, that's true.
It's true. Wow.
That's actually true.
Told you.
Yeah,
Dan
look at that.
was
It's
in
actually true.
Basic Instinct. Are you saying that's true? Can I hear that again? Is that real?
Yeah, Basic Instinct too, yeah.
Well done, Anthony. I knew you were going to be a barrel of laughs today.
Wow.
Any more? I don't know. Eddie Howe in Titanic 3. Tell me, what's going on?
I guess we learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I know Ray Parlour was in a film, actually, wasn't he? I can't remember what film it was. Do you know that? The ex-Arsenal legend. Oh, it's a hit the post!
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
You're way ahead, aren't you?
Again, yeah, I'm behind, so I mean, I'm just looking at Havertz's missed opportunity to cross it. So
I'm assuming it was Chelsea because they're in the attack right now.
ooh,
Oh, there it is.
Who did the post? Who?
That was Mount again. Wow.
Once again, wow. Interesting.
The amount of goals he's losing.
That's awful. No. Stop right there.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
Video, Charlie.
Yeah, Chelsea are playing better.
Yeah. I mean, they are actually playing. Like Liverpool, I don't know what they are doing. I don't know. I don't understand what they want to do. Like when you look at how they set up, I don't even understand the lineup. Like it's a 4-3-3, but like there's not really a press. It's really incoherent, I'd say. It's incoherent and inconsistent.
Matthew, you see that ball that they played to Mount? That was an absolutely
Fantastic ball. Yeah.
Broke Liverpool's defence.
Yeah. I mean, that exactly illustrated my points of I don't know what the fuck they are doing with those lines. Like 4-3-3 and not pressing and not moving. It's I mean, the ball was perfect. Absolute perfection. Now, Chelsea definitely deserves to be ahead, objectively.
Mendy's down. Mendy's hurt.
Oh, like by himself?
It might have been the way he landed, I think, maybe. They're bringing on people like the physios. Let's have another look.
I mean, hopefully it's not something like...
Yeah, it'll be the way he's landed.
I mean, remember that Lloris broke his arm like that.
All right, yeah. It looks like he might have hurt his ribs. I think his ribs are in a bad way. He might have landed awkwardly on his front.
Like breaking a rib is pretty awful because like you can't breathe properly. Like it's really awful.
Sometimes you don't even know, right? If you break a rib.
No, you can't really tell because it doesn't hurt so much. It's just like your breathing rhythm. Like it's really just it's tough.
Yeah.
I don't think anything happened, guys. He landed awkwardly, so he's probably having a hard time breathing now, but it doesn't look too serious.
No.
I hope
he's gonna be fine. Yeah, no, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine.
Oh, I hit the post.
Probably just took the air out of him for a second.
When you break your ribs, it hurts when you breathe anyway, because But
looking at,
but he's fine. It wasn't ugly or anything. Like it's gonna be okay.
No. We're looking at just at how he landed. I mean, it shouldn't be like a broken rib.
No.
Oh, I hope. I really hope it isn't.
Dude, Diaz hasn't done anything right the second half.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 6 minutes, but still.
I mean, look at like, is Sadio Mane still even on the field? Like I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what I said. Like when you look at Liverpool, like I see players in red, but I don't see anyone specifically. I'm not calling like for someone to do some crazy dribbles and all, but just for someone to actually play well. Like there's not a single Liverpool player that played like really, really good football.
No.
Whereas Chelsea, like you can see players doing some great stuff, and the team like doing just better than what Liverpool has been proposing to us.
I think the player performing the best for Liverpool right now is Mason Mount. I
He
agree
is,
with
but,
Will Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah, he seems to think he's using them by purpose.
Honestly,
I mean,
like,
he said at the beginning he had, what was it, something like 8 goals and 7 assists?
Yeah. Mason Mount's performing like crazy.
Oh, he's been good.
Yep. I really don't like what Liverpool's doing. I honestly can't even tell whoever just performed the best for Liverpool. Like there's really not anyone who played well. Like yeah, Kelleher did like few saves, but even then, like it's more up to the Chelsea players that just really like did awful in front of the goal. So I mean, it's definitely not one of their attackers. Like definitely not Mane, not Diaz, not Salah, their best player. Really shut off themselves.
Can I throw something in here that's quite sentimental? We'll say thank you everybody for coming in and doing the stream with us today. Matthew, Marley, Anthony, talk. Started this during the lockdown and stuff and that, and it's just nice to be able to watch football with you guys and talk football.
Yeah.
It really shows how bad the game is when it comes down to talking about this kind of stuff. Really shows like
like what you said through lockdown. I mean, obviously we were on streams. Some of us were on streams before lockdown, and then it just made you really think. Like obviously when the pandemic hit, and coming onto the streams, how close we got to to know one another and things like this, and chatting about football, other things in general. So it's been really good.
Yeah.
Good for mental health.
Yeah.
Big up
And there's so many things that you could do in life that you didn't really think you can do during the pandemic as well. So
yeah, I found out I could actually do a handstand with my undies down. I was really impressed.
I actually found out that I can actually spin round on the floor with my legs and my arms out. So it was
Oh, how can you do a handstand with your pants down and a sausage hanging in front of your face, mate? How do you do that?
Well, actually, it's you're right there. Yeah, it is. It does dangle down right there. So you got to blow it. You go like, it's like shit. No, like in Fagin in Oliver Twist is going, go on, blow it. You got to blow it out of the way, but it just keeps swinging back and hitting me in the face. That's why I've constantly got dark lines around my eyes.
Hang on.
Yes,
Right, can I just remind you, it's 6:15, right? Almost 6:45, and you're talking about handstands, sausages, and I heard the word blow.
Guys,
we didn't say anything, did we, Marley? That was out of the ordinary. The sausages,
I'd still want to change the subject slightly, because if you can record yourself doing that little spin move you're telling us, we'll add it into our intro. I want to see that. Or something. I really want to see that.
And plenty more.
So did Matteo? Did you discover anything new about yourself during lockdown?
That I'm lazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'm really lazy fucker, and that's really what lockdown has taught me.
Before the lockdown, you were under the impression that you were really like hardworking.
Oh no! But like, I didn't knew that I was lazy. No, I know it quite clearly.
So you would have people before lockdown saying you're lazy, and then you're like, no, I'm not. But then as soon as lockdown,
I was just blind. I just I was like, yeah. I mean, I just didn't care. And lockdown, I was like, I'm really doing nothing. And like, when you're doing like literal jack shit, absolutely nothing, and you
Shouts out to Stephen Featley right now. Their best impression ever.
Yeah, go on, say it. Say it, Anthony. Say it. It's anyone like boom.
It's fixed. It's fucking fixed. It's fixed.
Oh, that was. Have you got that clip, Matt? Have you got that clip? Play it. If you've got it, play it because it's.
Oh, it's so good. There's a lot of swearing in it. I won't because he does F and blind like for no man's land. But yeah, go check it out. I think it's on my Instagram if you want to go check that out on Football United TV on the Instagram there. It's great.
What gets me, he actually downloaded his own video. Stephen's actually put it on YouTube.
I know because I sent it to him. I was like, mate, that's funny. And he was like, oh, yeah, gold mine. He was like, didn't realise his own downfall was actually an uprise.
Mason Mount with another effort on target there, but saved.
Yeah, did I see Azpilicueta coming off for Reece James as well?
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell of a player, Reece James.
He is.
Who was it? Is it Jody Morris, ex-Chelsea coach? He said like he was like in the camp, like everyone was looking at him going, wow, like he's going to be something.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the most complete right back in the world. Because you have a lot of right backs that are really good attacking, some that are really solid defensively. I feel like he's the most like
mixture.
I would agree with that actually.
I still think that, like, despite his age, our best one is Kyle Walker.
Oh, we got Chalobah down. He's
I've just seen that.
That's
yeah, Kyle Walker's. It's his pace, man. It's unbelievable.
Pace, yeah. Oh, he's the fastest player in the England team.
If Keita doesn't get a red card now, he's definitely overstating the game because he hit someone with an elbow in the first half already.
Yeah, Marley's gone to the VAR, the ref. So
okay, game over. That's a red. That's a red. Needs to be.
It was very high, wasn't it?
Yeah. He almost got the dude's nuts. Like he was really close.
I think he did, Marley. I think, in all fairness, he did. If you look on the replay, boom, yes, right on the right one.
Red.
Oh,
that is red. If that's not a red card, right? Then I would be. If I was in that stand and supporting Chelsea, I'd be on that pitch, mate.
Talk about danger zone.
I'm telling you, that is. Why did he even go? Why did he even need to look at it? The geezer in the VAR and should just be saying.
That's what I don't like about VAR. Like it's really
just.
It's fucking straight red. I don't like whole.
Can't you just send him an audio saying, "Yo, he kicked him in the nuts"? Give him a red. Like, you don't have to look at it.
We had like a very small chat about it. Linesmen, they're just becoming useless.
Yeah.
And I mean, they are just telling them like, yeah, just wait for VAR to confirm if it's offside. I mean, just let them do their job. I mean,
you know what? I can't see him getting sent off. I don't think he'd get sent off. Some reason.
I do.
That's a red card.
Poor fellow about holding his balls. Like, dude, I feel so sorry for the guy.
Everybody just in the hang on, everybody. Hang on, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Hold on. Everybody that's in the comments, let us know what you thought. Was that a red card or was it not? It looks like Nketiah's got off of it. Please, Matthew, go back.
Oh, he's even holding the boy. He's holding the boy, look. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
Jesus. I tell you what, if that was me as a player and he didn't get sent off, I'm sorry, but I'd have to return the favour in that game. I would.
It wasn't given. It wasn't given.
What?
Saying. Was that a red card, everybody? In the comments, put in the comments right now.
That's crazy.
Was that a red card?
If that isn't a red card, then what it is?
Yo,
The officiating.
don't get me
is
wrong.
crazy.
I dislike Chelsea with all my heart. That's my least favorite club in England.
Same.
But dude, this
Is
is
a red
bull
card.
crap. Like Keita hit someone with an elbow in the first half. That was at the very least a yellow. The fact that he's still on the pitch after kicking someone in the nuts
No, that's
with the lower part of his foot, dude.
that's straight up BS. That's nonsense.
Yeah,
That's I mean, I don't know if he's already a father, but he may have lost like the ability to have child.
yeah.
I mean,
dude, that's a possibility.
Wow.
Let me ask you this question: if that had been in the if this was the Champions League final,
Red card.
there
Red
you
card.
go.
Sending off.
Red card. Not even the final.
Red
If that happened in France, it's red card and it's like 5-game suspension. Honestly,
rightly so.
honestly, that's
You can't be doing that. I mean, and getting away with it. He's not even got a yellow.
yeah, he's got nothing.
It's bonkers, man.
He's
It's
still
totally,
not on a yellow in the game, right?
it's
No, you-
totally bizarre.
It's accidental. I mean, yeah, it is accidental. I mean, my man almost died. It's accidental. And there's
What
a
is
limit. There's a
going
limit to
on?
accidents. There's a limit.
He's got, yeah, and you know the sensible thing to do there is he's got to receive a yellow card minimum. He has to
Yeah.
receive a yellow card. Ridiculous.
We would be having the same debate if he had a yellow card. Honestly, like that's a red. That's nothing else but a red.
Well, yeah. I mean, we would be saying it's a red card, but even to not even get a yellow is just quite mind-boggling.
But
Listen,
it's
yo.
ridiculous, isn't it?
I really.
Yo, talk. It's not ridiculous. It's redonkulous.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
That's right,
It is.
ridiculous.
This,
So-
kids, is what we call a callback in the movies. Okay.
Well, that's-
Sorry, Matthew. What was you saying?
I dislike Chelsea a lot, but I just want them to win just because of that. I mean, I don't. Liverpool should be like a man down for what? When was the first fall? When
They're off
it
the line.
was like fucking 15th minute. They should have been
Yeah.
a man down since then.
They just missed an absolute golden opportunity there.
Yeah.
Mo Salah.
Salah, yeah.
I
It
mean,
was put on a plate for him, and he didn't put
Yeah.
enough in it.
he missed
Well,
it. Matters.
Matt would have seen that about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, that's.
Oh dear, that is a poor miss from Salah.
Yep.
He should have known. He should have known that Chelsea's defenders were steaming back full pelt to do exactly what they did. But yeah, man, I don't know what I mean. Listen, as fans, I think we have to sort of air our grievances more with the officiating authorities because it's just not good enough. It's
No,
just
it's-
not good enough.
It's not great. It's really not great.
It's,
And like, it's everywhere because it's funny. In France, we're like, yeah, we have the worst referees out of the big leagues in Europe. They say the same in Italy. They say the same in Spain. They say the same in England. They say
yeah,
in Portugal. They say the same in Germany.
yeah.
Everyone has the worst.
Do you know?
Overall.
For me, there has to be a universal approach to refereeing
Yeah.
in football. It's like football. There's no difference between football played in England to football played in France, Spain, Germany, wherever. It's still football.
I mean,
You
it's the same rules.
Yo, no bull crap. I was under the impression that, I knew Brazil didn't have the worst refs in the world, but I thought they were bad. I honestly feel like English refs are worse. I really do.
Well,
In
I mean,
English, whenever I see an English referee in a Champions League game, like this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
There's no way this is going to be a good game. There's like honestly,
what?
Did Liverpool score? Was it Alexander
It got to
Trent-Arnold?
be, yeah, it's their free kick. So
It was a Brazilian friend of yours, I believe.
Fabinho, Fluminense Academy player. Let's go. I'm always
No,
going to say that.
It wasn't. Sorry, it was Matip.
Oh, okay.
it's Matip. That's actually one
Right.
of
No, it was Matip. Yeah, it was Matip.
yeah. That's
sorry.
actually a player I like a lot. I really like how he plays, but
I like him too.
oh,
But
nice.
again, yeah, that's the thing. Like nowadays, it's kind of like whenever I talk about refs, even Arsenal fans get annoyed at me. And it's not me. I mean, I do feel like there's an agenda, but it doesn't really matter. Like, I just want the mistakes to be gone. Because cousin can testify to that. Like, for the past 5 or 6 games, we've had like redunculous things happen in our games.
No,
where we're like, what's happening? What's happening? Like, why is it not being looked at? Like getting a red card from 2 things happening at the same, pretty much like one after the other. Where we've never seen that before. Martinelli should have gotten a PK in the last one. Like, it's all so ridiculous, dude. It's so ridiculous. It needs to stop.
Looking for a possible offside here, but it doesn't look like it to me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like an offside, right?
Who's offside for who? Because Matip wasn't offside.
Oh, he wasn't.
It's Mane.
Mane.
Going over to the screen.
Yeah, I think
It's
Mane
Mane
was
that's
offside.
offside.
I mean, that
Mane's offside.
that absolutely doesn't matter. Oh,
Let's have a look.
yes, he is.
He didn't interfere with the goal though, did he?
Let's have a look.
Yeah, he got the assist.
Well, yeah, because he got the assist. He headed it across, didn't he?
No. The assist wasn't. The assist was from.
No, the
He's
assist.
offside.
The assist.
Yeah, Mane. Look at Mane now.
Offside.
No. The assist isn't offside.
Nowhere near
No,
offside.
but Liverpool, one of the Liverpool players is offside.
Oh,
The ball's
that's
taken.
like-
Yeah, one Liverpool player is offside, but it doesn't matter.
He was holding on to the defender. That was what it was. Virgil van Dijk.
Ah, okay.
It's been scratched off. It's back to 0-0.
Hey.
Oh yeah,
Never
true.
mind.
Is it Rudiger? I think it is.
You know what? I can see this going to pens. I think I did say it would be a draw on pens, but
Yeah,
Virgil van Dijk was holding back Reece James. It looked like that's why.
no, it's Reece James. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's just looking at it now. It's obvious actually.
Avi Aki dos Lobitos. I love saying that. He says, I'm stressing if it goes to penalty shootout and get in there, the Reds. Let's go. But look, it's been scratched off there, Avi.
If that's Spanish,
I think you need to
it means
translate it,
Aviaki,
mate.
two little wolves, right? I think that's what it means. Dos lobitos, 2 tiny wolves.
I don't know, mate. I don't
know what it means.
I don't speak. I can't even speak English properly. Never mind Spanish, mate.
It's all right, mate. You're fluent in Zorbian. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Give us a like and a share if you can, everybody that's tuning in right now. Thank you so much for joining in with us. Talk. What that was it? Should that have been chalked off there? That goal?
Yeah, I mean, you can't obstruct somebody from from a kick like that.
That's not a goal. Yeah, that's a foul. To me, I said it when I first saw it. That's a foul.
100%.
Shootout, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And I think this is now where we're going to start to see the intensity now start to ramp up because, obviously, like I said, it's getting to 70 minutes now. So a 20-minute push for these teams is not really going to exert them too much, and they do not want extra time, to be fair. I think we're actually seeing it now as we watch. It is getting more intense. Oh, who's that? Who's just put it over the bar? Keita.
Yeah.
Oh, if
Mendy's
Keita
down.
got a goal, like that's just.
again.
It's a corner kick though.
Yeah, Mendy's down. He's holding his. I don't know if he's holding his foot or his ankle, but.
Bloody hell, Matt. What are you in, the 78th minute or something?
I'm in 2025, mate. Where are you?
Yeah.
It's Champions League final.
Who's in it?
Blazed it.
Yeah,
Absolutely blazed it over the bar.
These two, clearly. Not us. Man United ain't going to be it for 15 years, mate. I predicted that, unfortunately.
I know. What do you think?
What do I think?
I was going to say, what do you think of, do you still think you get 4th spot or no?
I don't think so. I want us to, of course. It's a different.
Yeah.
But Charlie, though, Anthony says that shouldn't have been disallowed.
No. I don't know if he's a Liverpool fan or not, but no, definitely
City
not.
fan. He doesn't want anyone to win today.
No, that's That's
Yeah.
really not a goal.
No, you
Yo,
can't.
I mean, and I'm trying to click it. Sorry.
Oh my, sorry.
In Brazilian Portuguese, that would not be it. But I'm curious now. Perhaps in Portugal Portuguese and Gola, I don't know where you're from. Perhaps it's like that. But in here, it would be Lobinhos. That confused me.
Where are you from, Avi? Again, I can't remember where you said you're from, mate. Thank you so much for coming in, bro.
Yeah, mate. Big up.
I don't remember who said that Diaz just failed everything he did so far, and I'm starting to realize it. But like, he did absolutely rubbish, and I was the one saying, "Yeah, he should maybe start." Fuck no, get
Mason Mount's going off now. Probably been the best player for Chelsea throughout this game, you say?
Probably.
Or guess
Mendy-
who's coming on?
Mendy had some great saves though.
Ooh.
Who's coming on, Matthew? Who do you think's coming on? Because I know you don't know quite yet. Who would you say?
Mason Mount,
Lukaku.
probably Ziyech.
We'll see.
It's not Lukaku either.
It's Lukaku, and then Pulisic is going off for Werner.
What the
Ah,
fuck?
Lukaku and Werner coming on. So yeah,
Look
this is
at
what we're
that.
talking about. So the
It-
intensity is now going to ramp up.
Yep, it's gonna be very interesting. Actually, I wasn't expecting that. Like, it's a complete turnaround.
Do you know what? I wouldn't have took Mount off.
Do you want to answer that, Charlie?
No, I mean,
So
no.
cool.
Is that right? Is that
And-
right? I mean, I don't know what you're saying. You probably do.
I mean, those are two places where Portuguese is spoken. I didn't know there would be like such big differences in the way we write and say things. I thought it was more about the pronunciation, right? But apparently is it diminutive? You guys don't have it in English, but when you say little wolves in Brazilian Portuguese, I would say lobinhos. Instead of a T, it would be a NH.
Well, I
them,
didn't even
it's
know
lobitos,
that.
Like
I
Spanish.
didn't know that Portuguese was spoken in Angola. So that's a bit of education
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, big up Avi for giving us some insight into the Portuguese language and where.
Yo,
where
Big up Angola.
more people in the world speak Portuguese as a first language than French. A lot of people don't know that.
Actually, yeah, most likely.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Well, we do have over 200 million people in Brazil. That helps.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
would you say, Marley? Would you say Aruba is part of South America?
It's
Even
not
though-
part of South America. It's part
It
of
is to me, right? I mean, like
Central America. That's Central America.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's only like about 10 miles off of the coast of Venezuela. I just didn't know whether you thought it was because they call it the Caribbean, don't they? But I don't see it as the Caribbean. But
Well, if it's 10 miles off Venezuela, then it makes sense to call it South America. I thought it was Central America. I really did.
yeah, no, it's a mixture of all three, isn't it? I've been there before. It's a Dutch colony, isn't it? It's a beautiful place.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't really want to see an extra time of this. Like, can this go straight to penalty? I would love. I don't to see more.
Let me ring up. Let me ring up a few people, mate. We'll get that sorted out for you. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, oh, please. And this.
Yo, can you imagine if Keita scores the winner for Liverpool?
Yeah, 90 what? 91st minute. Keita won the goal. No, Liverpool have been fucking dreadful.
They have been, but better second half from them, though, right? Better
But
than they were first half. That's all I would say.
it's pathetic.
It was perfect. I mean, it's been a tight game, to be fair, mate. I mean,
Oh, Chelsea are better. Honestly, like Chelsea, actually, there's actually a plan, and okay, it's not the very best kind of football to watch, but I actually kind of understand what Tuchel wanted to do, and I think everyone here kind of sees like where Chelsea actually, what Chelsea want to do, how the players actually work together. Liverpool, I mean, I just don't know. They're
that
just-
guy looks like Jurgen Klopp #2 in the Liverpool seating area. if you see it. It might come up on your screen in a minute.
Oh yeah. In a long minute.
Oh, Chelsea on the break. Guys, gone in.
Oh,
Oh, hang on.
has it?
Well, yeah, but it's offside.
Is it offside?
I Havertz.
Well, guys, gonna go down to penalties. Nice. Another what? Another 50 minutes of this before penalties. Can't wait.
Offside.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you do see Klopp number 2. No time for the disallowed goal. Or offside goal, should I say.
It goes to extra time, I believe. Yeah, it's the same format.
Yeah, extra time, unfortunately. Is it a clear offside though?
Yeah, Werner was. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, as per usual.
he assisted it to Havertz, but
Oh
Pretty
yeah,
much even Stevens
Oh,
in this team, isn't it?
yeah, that's an offside.
Angola was the 6 African countries called PALOPs. Their Portuguese acronym: Angola, Cabo Verde, Guinea-Bissau, Equatorial Guinea, Mozambique, and Sao Tome e Principe. I don't know if I said that right, but
Angola, Cabo Verde, Guiné-Bissau,
oh,
Guiné
right.
Equatorial, Mozambique, São Tomé e Príncipe.
Yeah, but that's your accent. That doesn't mean that's correct either. That's just your accent.
It's Portuguese, mate. Angola, Cabo Verde, Guiné-Bissau, Guiné Equatorial, Mozambique, São Tomé e Príncipe. That's how people in
Equatorial
Portugal would say it.
Guinea pig.
Oh, I think that's where it comes from. So
I think so. Yes,
Oh, it does.
all Portuguese.
What, you're saying the guinea pigs come from Equatorial Guinea?
It's something to do with it, yeah,
one
mate.
of the Guineas, they have to, right? Like,
All right.
Easy.
It
It's
makes
something
sense,
to
doesn't
do
it?
with it, yeah. Yeah, I didn't just say that just to say that. It literally.
Elliot, Milner, and Jota's just come on now, aren't they?
Who?
why is he coming on for Mane instead of Diaz, though?
I understand. I mean, Manny has been pretty awful too. I mean, Diaz at least, I mean, he's failing, but he's trying. Mane, I mean, Mane could have been drinking some beers in the stand. I wouldn't have noticed the difference. I mean, same that goes for Salah too.
Avi, I guess you're from Angola, right, mate? Big up, like Talk said, big up to Angola right now. Big up to all our African people.
I think he said Angola and São Tomé e Príncipe. He's probably from both. Like,
we have Vivian
big
as
up,
well.
man.
She's from Nigeria. She comes on the show quite a lot. Big up to Vivian as well.
Yeah, big up Vivian.
Bill Vivian.
Oh,
right.
goalkeeping there. Just comes steaming out and heads it. But yeah, it's starting to pick up a bit of pace this now.
Do you know what? Actually, it shows that they both want to win it. And I know it's not been the best game because I think it's been so tight. But having I think now 3 or 4 disallowed goals in one game, it's crazy.
Something's happening nearby. I don't know if you can hear it.
Big up, Avi. Big up, man. Smash the share, subscribe, like if you can, if you are watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, Milner, what a terrific career he's had, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Who?
he has had a great career, James
Who?
Milner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
wouldn't
and he just
Oh, bloody hell.
launched his foot at that and just sent it flying. But
He was playing rugby, it'd have been all right.
yeah,
Should have played yesterday.
Yeah.
Reece James throws it in. Liverpool clearing very well. Trent doing his duty there on the right-hand side. Chelsea just giving it some, though. They're really giving it some now. Liverpool are pinned back.
Did you see that on the stream yesterday? That you and Talk was doing on the Man United agenda, and somebody commented on there, reckons you look like Luke Shaw.
Who, me?
Yeah, somebody says you look like Luke Shaw.
It's all right.
I think it was it Mr. K or whatever his name was.
long as
Mr.
he's
K's.
Yeah.
Mr. K's Tottenham fan from Paxton Road.
Yeah, he said that guy you're working with, Talk, he looks like Luke Shaw.
It's all right, isn't it? I'll take that.
You probably do better than Luke Shaw on the pitch right now.
That's what I was gonna say. They probably play similarly.
Yeah, probably swapped. we probably have Luke Shaw right now.
It's when they say I look like Peter Beardsley or Ian Dowie, then I get a little bit upset. But,
I was going to say Peter Beardsley. I mean, I could see that Beardsley kind of look in you. Definitely. I didn't know if you scored the amount, goals, or you play as good as him, but
well, look, I wasn't
trying to do step overs.
Actually, you could be twins. You're the same age, aren't you?
Right. Wurzel Gummidge, calm down. Okay.
You dirty batter.
I used to get Christian Bale a lot before I went with the hipster bum look.
Yeah. Judy Barton.
Well,
How's it go, Talk? Judy Barton.
I don't know how you guys feel about this game, but I thought like the first half couldn't be worse than the second. Guess I was wrong.
You mean the second one couldn't be worse than the first? Yeah.
Lukaku tried to back heel it and just sort of dug his heel in the ground more than back heeled it. Was it Lukaku?
I mean,
No, it was Reece James. I
oh,
think it was Reece James.
oh. Nothing to report. Nothing to report.
Yeah. But I was gonna say that like he was really focused for like over an hour and a half before 20 minutes in the second half. I think Macho was playing Pokemon Go in his phone because the game was so boring. And I don't blame him.
I was on Twitter actually, just looking at what people think about the game, and I mean opinions. People pretty much share the same as me. So yeah. I don't know like how Chelsea or Liverpool fan feels actually about this. Like, is it stressful? Like, can anyone tell us? I don't know how it feel like if you need to play that kind of game. I think it would still be bold to fuck.
I think they wanted to be a bit more comfortable with the game. Someone at least winning by this time.
Yeah, I mean, is it surprising to see a 0-0 by that time? Oh yeah, I saw what you were talking about. That should have been a goal.
What one of the goals today?
Hmm?
One of the goals today, you mean?
Yeah. No, Liverpool should have definitely scored. Like, I'm quite late, but still.
Yeah.
But then again, like, how many times Mason Mount? Mason Mount would have had a hat trick normally.
Yeah, he could.
She well, could. And Havertz would have scored 2.
Here comes the ambulance to pick up the losers, whoever they are.
Who is that? Is that Marley?
Yeah, that's me.
It's a
My
place,
bad.
man. They've smelt them fumes coming out of your wherever you live.
Someone's wearing brand new Nike shoes on the streets of
I don't know.
Coventry.
I think someone reported Manley just suffering from watching this game. I was like, yep, I'm just getting him out of here. Just probably need someone to help him. So yeah.
Oh, Chelsea. Oh, no, it's splashed wide there by Reece James, but the whistle had gone. What do you make
Yes.
of Lukaku's? Do you think he's got a future at Chelsea next season?
No.
No.
I
No.
don't either.
No.
Yeah.
Why don't you, Matthew? Why?
I mean, just basically what he said. Like he said, he genuinely said that he doesn't want to be here. He wants to go back to Inter Milan. It's funny to see that, by the way, every Inter fan just praising Chelsea for actually putting so much money and just hoping that he stays, because even at Inter nobody wants him. Like you look at how Chelsea plays, I think he's useless there. Maybe a swap with Harry Kane. Harry Kane would be a better fit for Chelsea.
There was an handball shot there, but it's not. They
Are
haven't
you
got
tr-
it, and here come Chelsea now.
Are you trying to send Lukaku to Tottenham, dude?
I mean,
I don't think he'd be there next season. I mean,
You have no
19
love
million.
for him.
No. Do you know what? I could see him going. I reckon they'll get Haaland next season. Chelsea.
The question we
Okay,
need to be asking here is how does what has happened recently with Abramovich? How does that affect Chelsea's transfer window in the summer?
I don't think they can afford to get Haaland next season at the moment. At this moment in time,
Unless
Think it's going to be making that much of a difference as people
really,
say.
you go there for free. I mean,
it will.
I mean,
You think
he's
it
out
will?
of contract. isn't he?
Yeah. They'll freeze him out, mate, completely. He'll have to take out money that he can, and that will leave potentially
Oh yeah.
Chelsea in bankrupt.
I mean, Real Madrid have much more money than Chelsea to spend on Haaland and Mbappe signings. So
Yeah, well, they've said, haven't they, Mathieu, that they can actually cover the cost of signing both players.
oh yeah, definitely.
So interesting. That's going to be interesting to see
Yeah,
how
I
that
think
pans out.
they'll try to do that. I think.
I
Although
really want to see
coming out
one
here
of them. I want to see Mbappe go to Real and Haaland go to Barcelona for
Just
another
Haaland
Messi and Ronaldo.
Haaland doesn't fit Barcelona's play style at all.
No,
On
I
the
don't see
ball,
it.
Haaland, I mean, it's far from being good enough to Barca just standards. Like, it's really not good enough.
6 minutes added time.
Six minutes.
Oh, Virgil van Dijk cleared off the line, header.
Oh, header from who? Lukaku, Werner.
Yo, but Mathieu, do you feel like that's money well spent for Real Madrid, because their two best players right now are probably Benzema and Vini Jr., aren't they? That's a striker and a winger.
The midfield is still doing well. I think Real Madrid, is it well spent? I think that would really put them back on the map, and they need some depth because, Vinicius, Benzema, best players, but I mean, they have no squad depth. You look at who's behind Benzema, it's Jovic, and Jovic would be a better fit to actually talk about football with us than play on the pitch. So, I mean, I don't think that would be money poorly spent, but they sure do need to actually buy some more players, not just those two.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's not just buying some attackers. They have a great back line. Midfield's aging. They will need to buy some more.
Yeah, but at the very least, they need one more center back, man, because
Definitely. Oh yeah, they do.
having a starting duo of Militão and Alaba, that's such a short partnership for center back. I feel like they need at least one decent, bigger guy.
True. I don't disagree.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
So,
No, I just said I agree.
yeah. No. I mean, I said all right because everyone went quiet. So three
Oh,
more minutes
yeah,
to go,
okay,
guys.
Oh, we're not. Oh, good bit of defending there, but picked up again by Chelsea and headed cleared inadvertently by a Liverpool player. It just rebounds off his head. But they were so close there.
It's looking like extra time, guys.
Oh, it's looking like penalties actually.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Timo Werner is so shit.
I thought he was gonna do well when he joined, man.
Same.
He's
I
a
thought-
huge disappointment.
Yeah, he's pro. Is he the worst transfer like in the Premier League for the last say 3 years? Is he the worst?
Oof. There's a lot of names to be put in that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
There's a lot of competition, mate. But he's Chelsea's worst one, probably.
He was expensive too, like 40 million.
Wasn't it
But
50?
then again, Lukaku was almost double that, and like
Yeah, but Lukaku's been there for very few months actually.
yeah.
Like Werner, it's been what, 2 years?
Mm.
How many goals has he scored? Has he scored more than 10?
Total?
Yeah, for Chelsea.
I would probably guess he scored a total of like 10 to 15 goals in the time he spent.
Let me see. Timo Werner.
Those are numbers pulled straight out of my butt, though. They're not based on anything. I don't know. Like,
Last season.
it's a big topic. Like,
So
Chelsea's had a couple. Saul was
went-
definitely one of the worst.
he went for 53 million euros.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, yeah.
A lot of people could say Ndombele for Spurs.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
really expensive.
That one was really bad.
Pepe to Arsenal still hasn't worked out the way people expected it to. A lot of people believe 80 mil for Maguire. It's sort of like overspending by 75 million.
So
There's a couple.
so far for Chelsea, like, he played 74 games for Chelsea, 17 assists, 18 goals.
Bad. That's bad.
That's really bad.
Wait, repeat those numbers?
74 games played, 18 goals, 17 assists. It's not so bad when you consider there's a lot of assists, but
It's like a goal or assist every, I don't know, every 2.5 games. That's not horrible.
but you have 53 million. I mean,
Still.
53 million. I mean, you'd expect more.
Yeah.
You'd expect
100%.
more, but I wouldn't put him as a bigger flop than Ndombele right now, since we just mentioned him.
Yeah,
Or
true.
Maguire.
Or Maguire. Yeah.
No, I don't think Maguire is a bigger flop than
No,
Werner.
and Ndombele was.
And Ndombele is probably the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably the worst.
I mean, there's also Lo Celso. Lo Celso is a pretty bad one.
Oh yeah.
Celso.
Yeah, Lo Celso. Yeah.
I mean, the thing with Ndombele is because of the money spent, right? Because
I mean,
you can
and
I can say
Ndombele-
Willian, but he costs nothing.
And Ndombele is 70 million. Lo
Yeah.
Celso is 50 million.
Oh yeah, that's quite expensive too.
Yeah, that's like 120 million just gone for nothing.
How much did they pay for Brian Hill?
Not a lot, I think. Wasn't it like
Okay.
10 million pounds
Yeah.
or 15? Oh, that's still a lot. Tottenham have been
Yeah,
doing some
they-
dreadful business.
They fell into the trap, didn't they, Tottenham? Let's have it right.
Yeah.
You know, they got to. I think they've tried to do is a bit like Everton when they brought in Ancelotti. They tried to, you know,
Full time.
propel themselves forward. It's, you know, sort of taking a leap, and you can't leap in football. It just doesn't work. Look at Leicester City, perfect example. They won the league, then thought, oh, but then no. Not going to happen again for Leicester for a long time.
Yeah. Dude,
That's it.
I don't think it ever happens to them again unless they get a really rich investor. Because the way football's becoming, mate, with more and more clubs supported by millions and millions and billions, it's gotta be tough.
Sure. I love how the owner of the channel has literally left. Like
I'm also an owner. In case you
you're
didn't
also
know.
one of the owners. Like I should say, like the
Matthew, we got the main one here. Charlie, he's the main one. You know, it should be.
he should be respected.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
we're gonna
Cardi.
change. We're gonna change it from. We're working on a name instead of football. I'm not. You know.
How do you say it in Portuguese?
We thought about Marley United TV, but we felt like a lot of people wouldn't get it. Plus, it becomes MUTV, right? So it's yeah. Thank you. We've come a long way since, like for 5 or 6 streams that I did with Anthony, this dude, like right before I pressed the button to finish the live, he was like, "Match your boss, match your boss, match your boss." So thank you for coming around. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm aware that my impression wasn't the greatest. I'm not good at that. What were you saying?
It's going to be called Arsenal Fleminese from all corners. That's what it's going to be. Isn't that right, cuz?
That's how I would like the channel to be, actually. You know what? Diaz came from Porto, and there's a really exciting player that was playing alongside him. I mean, it would have been too soon for him to come to the Premier League because he just got to Porto, but he was just voted best attacker in the league. Evanilson, another Fluminense Academy player, scored like 8 goals in the last 10 games or something.
Yeah.
Doing bits. We have the best academy in the world, man. I have to keep bringing it up because we do. Best academy in the planet.
If there was one player that Arsenal could sign for Fluminense, who would you like it to be?
André.
And the position? Where?
André, he's a DM. He's a DM. Andre for you, his last name is Trindade.
Yeah.
Actually, dude, Mathieu, if you look at this guy, like you're not just a football fan, you're like a football, like academic. If you study this dude, you're gonna fall in love with him. Like he's phenomenal. I've been complimenting BG a lot, Bruno Guimarães. He hasn't even started for Newcastle yet. He's still going to, but I honestly feel like André is, in 1 or 2 years, he's gonna become better than Bruno Guimarães.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid talent, man.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old. Yeah. He's 20 years old. He averages like 93 pass accuracy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all right then, isn't it?
I've never seen a game where he passes like lower than that. It's crazy. And whenever he loses the ball, he gets it right back. His recovery is phenomenal, dude. So
may I ask, how long are the breaks when it comes to extra time?
I think it's not supposed to be long. I think it's supposed to be 5 minutes stop.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
It's about to start again now.
Yeah, it's half hour away, penalty is.
It's 5:15, and then penalties.
Bargav says game summary, everybody. What's your game summary?
All right. I can venture a try. So first half, not a lot. Like 2 or 3 good chances for both sides. The goalkeepers did amazingly. Second half, the biggest moment of the game was when Keita kicked Chalobah in the nuts and didn't get a red card. Made no sense. We had 1 goal on each side or 2 for Chelsea that were disallowed. Something like that. Chelsea looked like the slightly better team throughout, but it was kind of
It reminds me of the Champions League final between Tottenham and Liverpool. It's really it reminds me of the Champions League final between Tottenham and Liverpool. Just both teams they don't seem to want to win. Like, one more than the other. Yeah, Chelsea looks better than Liverpool. Yeah. But it's still very lame.
We got another comment here as well from Charlie. Sorry, from Luca first. This is Luca's live. Big up. Liverpool going to win this. Charlie Hibbert, for you, Charlie. Question for Marley. Where do Brazilian players get their names from? For example, Fernandinho is really called Fernando Luiz Rosa.
Okay. Well, first of all, Luca, I love you, man. But if you're predicting a Liverpool win, now I really think Chelsea's going to win. But Charlie, mate, in Brazil, it's really uncommon for us to use last names in football. Really uncommon. Unless you have two players with the same name playing in the same team, they're not going to be using their last names. Fernandinho means little Fernando. In Portuguese, we have this thing where we have diminutive and I don't know. Like we have Fernandinho's little Fernando, Fernandão would be big Fernando. That Internacional team that beat Barcelona in 2006, Fernandão was their best player. So we use these, but those are not even that weird because it's just a variation of the same name. Every now and then you have someone just put Pitbull in their name or something like that. Just Carioca, which is just referring to a place, and it has nothing to do with the name. Like we use a lot of nicknames as well. Kaká, for example. I think his name was like...
It's Ricardo something.
Yeah, Ricardo Isaacson something. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Just Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is the best and most famous example. His name is Ronaldo, but he went by Little Ronaldo.
Ronaldinho, man. Go.
Yeah, I mean, in his prime, like I've never seen anything like it.
No, you never will.
Yeah, that was nuts. Oh, Kaique's full name is Kaique da Silva Chagas. Yeah, Silva is the most common last name in Brazil. It's sort of like Smith.
Hey, just going to ask you a question as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Two Ronaldos, right? Brazilian Ronaldo and obviously Ronaldo at Man United, the Portuguese one. Which is your favourite Ronaldo and why? Which one do you think is better?
All right. So out of the three Ronaldos, obviously the one I like the least is the one that's not Brazilian, right? I can't lie. He's had the best career out of all three of them. I do feel like in their prime, he's the least impressive. Because R9, when he was playing well, mate, like there was no stopping that guy. And Ronaldinho even more so. If I'm to pick like who was the best player overall, you gotta say Ronaldo, man. CR7, like he was so consistent throughout his whole career. He's still scoring a couple of goals for this horrible United side. You gotta big him up. Like Ronaldinho decided to go back to Brazil. He stopped playing. He played for Fluminense. He didn't do crap. Like he had 3 seasons where he was the best player in history of the game. He had like 4 or 5 other seasons where he was really impressive. And other than that, he wanted to dance. He has a music video where he sings about drinking. He just enjoyed life, like a lot of Brazilian players decide to do. Macho definitely I'm assuming one of his favorite strikers he's seen at Inter was Adriano because he was just a killer there. But he didn't want to play football anymore. He came back to Brazil. He wanted to go to the hang out in his community, right, with the people he grew up in the favelas, just eat his barbecues, listen to some Brazilian music, and enjoy life, man. Like they have different priorities.
Yeah,
it's just what it is.
Yeah,
but in their prime, Portuguese Ronaldo can never touch the Brazilian Ronaldos. In their prime, no way. No.
Yeah, because he was so class, the Brazilian one, obviously the one that played for Brazil, Ronaldo. And to be honest with you, out of both of them, Jose Mourinho reckons the Ronaldo that played for Brazil is the best Ronaldo out of them both.
Hey, you're not even counting Ronaldinho then. You're just talking about R9 or CR7. Yeah.
CR7 and the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, and this pains me to say. This pains me to say because my favorite player ever, and that's why I support Arsenal, is Thierry Henry. but
Yeah.
R9 is the best striker I've ever seen. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to say best striker in the history of the game because there's been a few, and we have this nerd right here that knows a lot about really old football. But from what I've seen, I'd say Ronaldo's the best. Then Romario and Thierry Henry are the other two.
Oh, Romario, yes. And
Romario was quality.
Yeah, Romario was quality, man. Unbelievable. That guy.
Yeah,
I remember that in the World Cup. Him and Bebeto. Wow.
And Dunga in defence. But yeah, I tell you what, that was a brilliant Brazilian team.
Leonardo was one of my favourite players as well.
Leonardo, yeah.
Not for that. Mainly for AC Milan, because big up AC Milan. I love AC Milan. We got a question here for you, Anthony.
Nobody's perfect.
I can't see that. Big up all, Anthony. Is it true you invited the three Will combine Overster? That's you, that's you, Matt. Wait until I saw Music United, the United bit at the end slightly gave it away.
Yeah, it is me.
But no, but I do like the song.
What
Yeah.
song?
By the
Oh, it's a
Virgil.
goal!
What?
Is it?
It's offside again.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
you.
for who?
It is.
For who?
Lukaku.
When is it?
Oh, Lukaku.
When is it gonna be over?
No goals allowed.
What have they got to do to get a goal? That was not offside. That's got
I
to
don't
go
think
to
it was.
VAR.
Yeah.
It's got to
Oh,
go to
Lukaku.
VAR. That's
Yeah,
a
I'm looking
goal.
up. I've not seen it yet. Let me have a look. Let's have a gander.
He's well onside there. Have a look, guys. Oh, he's well onside. Oh, he's well on. How is he offside? You can't give that as offside. If they give that...
That was close, dude. What are you talking about? That was really close.
They've given it offside.
Hold on, I've not seen the lines yet. Let me have a look.
I think his body's ahead of Van Dijk's.
But he's Van Dijk's
No,
whole
he's
arm.
on.
No, he's on. He's on. That is
He's
well
on.
How can you?
How
I'll
did they
tell
give
you
that
what.
no? They've not
That's
given
all.
it.
It's been the most bizarre weekend for decisions. It's going to VAR. Look, they're going to give it. He's well on. What's that
Mate,
guy
they haven't
saying?
given it talk. They haven't.
What? Are you? You've got to be mad.
No.
You're offside. Where? How? Oh,
There was
my
no
What's he gotta
offside.
do? What has he got to do? Game carries on.
Unfortunately.
Good lord.
Who's winning on penalties, by the way? Who you got?
Oh, I
Chelsea.
don't know at the moment. I don't know if they will allow any penalties to go in.
That's what I was thinking.
No, not allowed. Disallowed. You're off the line. You're off the line. You're off the line. You're off the line.
Considering there's Lukaku and Werner, I think Liverpool has a shot.
Big up to Solos in the house from Man United Agenda. Big up, mate. Big up. Hope you had a good holiday. He was standing under a waterfall the other day. Very, very pretty place.
Yeah, big up Solo.
I forgot the other 0. My bad.
Yeah, big up Silla. You had a nice holiday, mate.
I think he
You've been
did.
on a bet.
Yeah.
I wonder if Silla won a bet.
Talk, what was that?
I think he's still on holiday, isn't he?
Might be, yeah. He needed it. He really needed a little break, mate. We all do, don't we, sometimes?
Yeah, definitely. Especially from the missus.
He's not got a break from the missus, mate. That don't happen.
No, I know he hasn't, but I'm just saying.
Thanks, guys. Back to reality now.
Oh, so you are back, Solo.
Just got back today. How was it, Solo? You speaking Welsh yet? Was it Wales you went to?
Yeah, it was Wales you went to. Yeah.
You went to old Cymru? That's Wales in Welsh. Cymru.
No one's noticed what I did yet, right? Like,
What
Hey,
have
you got
done?
the camera off, Marley.
Yeah,
no, there.
we noticed that.
That what? Liverpool.
Oh,
Ah,
VAR. Yeah.
yeah, Liverpool.
They've all had that, though, haven't they?
The rumor was that's what helped Liverpool win the league, wasn't it?
It's
I
like
don't think.
Arsenal, isn't it, Marley?
One
Dude,
thing that's very
when was it ever Arsenal, mate?
It probably has been in at some game at some point in the last few years. I
VAR
think everybody's had it. I think everybody's had it.
Arsenal.
Yeah, dude.
God, blimey.
You got
Charlie, can you get this one? Can you get him? No, not him. Can you get which one? Yeah, there. Can you get him off the stream for a few minutes?
Me? Why? Why are you trying to get me out?
No, not you. Matt, Mr. King. Put him in
okay.
timeout. Put him in timeout.
Why? What do I need time out?
I can do that.
Arsenal.
Why do we have to do that? Oh, okay.
You know, it's as simple as that. It really is.
A guest asked me to do that, Maddie, and we respect our guests here.
Exactly. No, you don't respect them that much to ruin your own stream. Stop it. It's got to be a line, sir. It's got to be a line. Everybody, thank you for tuning in right now. There's quite a few people in. Smash like, share, subscribe. Solo says, Anthony, I wish I won, mate.
Oh, unlucky, mate. I wish I did as well.
Everyone in chat, please pray to your God that this game will soon be over because I don't want to stay here. I mean, no, I do want to stay here, but with a better game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a good fix.
Yeah, we understand.
Yeah. It's more that I don't want to be watching this.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel exactly the same. I understand, mate, where you're coming from. But
Honestly, for the last 10 minutes, I've been like, yeah, do I just say, yeah, I gotta go? Do I just or do I stay? When I am gonna stay.
We're nearly at the end, Matthew. Apologies for the poor performances from VAR.
VAR, yeah. Honestly, I don't even care who wins. I just want someone to win, and yeah, just wrap it up, and yeah.
Could have been 3-3 right now in an extra time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could have been 2-1 Chelsea.
Could have been, yeah.
could have been.
I think Talk's right though. Chelsea going to win it, but I think penalties now. I think penalties for Chelsea.
And all these, I think Liverpool have it penalties.
You think so?
Yeah, because
I had
Vernon
the scoreline wrong, didn't I?
You what?
I had the scoreline wrong. I said 1-1, and for it to go into penalties, so I went different to the rest of them. But I don't think it's going to be 0-0 penalties.
Yeah, you were just two goals away. I mean, we were all wrong, but you were the closest.
Yeah.
I mean, it can still be 1-1. Double will be.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
Yeah. It is not much.
The name of the game is definitely the ref. He's the name of the game that's for.
Yeah, VAR probably.
Yeah, yeah. The combination of these jokers controlling the game.
Refereeing is what stood out for all the wrong reasons, though. I just realized that Origi's on the pitch. I didn't realize. didn't make much of a difference. I have no clue what I would say to my players if I were in the shoes of, like, say, Klopp. Like, continue, like, keep going, maybe.
Do better.
You do better. Hey guys, that's kind of rubbish. Can you just play football, yeah, please?
Harvey Elliott, silly boy.
I'm just sad that Naby Keita didn't score like a 92nd minute winner.
He can score in the 119th minute now.
Is he still on the pitch?
I think he is. Oh, sour moment between. A bunch of pushing around.
Oh, there's a pushing, finger wagging. All that's going on. Don't you do this? Don't you do that?
Really, the most interesting part of the game so far, guys.
It looks like a heavy metal concert, guys.
I think Harvey Elliott made the mistake there. He came over and pushed someone in the chest.
Why do people do that? He's like 1/3 of the dude's size as well.
That's why Milner come over. I think was like, oh, hang on a minute, he's not prepared for this. He hasn't been in this situation before. Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a yellow card. Who else is getting a yellow card? I believe it would be another Chelsea player or maybe another. Yep. No, he's not calling him over. He's calling Rudiger over. No, nothing else. Just a yellow card for Trent.
And Kai.
And Kai, sorry, yeah, big pop. That's it. So we got 30 minutes left, probably overall, including penalties. It's the second half after extra time. At extra time, what do you think the score is going to be, people? Probably like 7-5 on penalties or something like that.
Oh God, please less. Like, yeah, 3-2 on pen. I think keepers will do great. Kelleher is actually quite decent at penalties.
Oh, Mendy's pretty good.
Yeah. So that's why I think there's going to be some saves. And like, there's Lukaku, there's Werner, there's people with not much confidence on the pitch. There's plenty of reasons to see missed penalties, actually. Do we have anything to eat? I'm fucking hungry.
I want to eat some goals. I want to see some goals.
Yeah. When I eat some goals here too. Same.
And then after that, yeah, definitely want to eat some food. Charlie Hibbert says, "How was that offside?" Yeah,
which one?
The one that just happened with.
Oh, yeah.
Who was it? Who was it? Was offside?
Lukaku. Yeah. No, dude. If I was a Chelsea fan watching this game, I'd be fuming by now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of reasons too.
Yeah.
And if I were a Liverpool fan, I'd be like stressed and be like, yo, that's not too bad. 0-0 after the performance we put. So I'll be like, yeah, that's not so bad, yeah.
They're getting away with one right there thus far.
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool should have been hammered by they should be like 2 goals down and 1 man down.
Yeah.
I mean, they did have one like disallowed goal that was kind of iffy, but still. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I saw like Chelsea Liverpool, I knew this wasn't going to be a heavy scoring game, and this was going to be like extremely long and tedious, but not to that extent though. Like, it's really sketchy, like tactic wise, etc.
He reckons Trent would get battered by Havertz. Maybe right.
I don't know.
See, I don't know that. And again, having this kind of debate, it tends to show how bad the game is.
Yeah, it does.
If you have time to Do you think about a dogfight between Havertz and Alexander Arnold? You're like, yeah, not so focused on the game. I love how Terrell just always look upset. Like it's so funny to me. Like the man just never looks happy. He's always like Terrell, the Chelsea's coach. He's always angry. It's funny. Like I'd love to see like how he is at home, like with his wife and children. Like, is he like the same, like great? Like, I'd love to know.
Yeah, I like your dance moves there, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, just Terrell stuff. Kovacic out. Interesting. Don't think that will change a lot. I'm bringing Jorginho for the penalties. I mean, Terrell, he knows the game. He's like, yeah, penalties, definitely.
I want to see someone pull when did Holland do that in the World Cup against Costa Rica? Was it 2014? Where they subbed in the goalkeeper just for the shootout?
Oh, yeah, I think the Netherlands did that too with like Team Krul, but I don't remember when. I think it was 2014 World Cup.
Yeah, I think it was 2014. Liverpool could do the same thing. They have Alisson on the bench.
Oh, Kelleher is great at penalties.
No, but it's sort of like, don't you feel like that kind of takes the Chelsea PK takers like out of it a little bit?
I
don't know.
I mean, Kepa is great at penalties, though.
Yeah, both teams could do the same thing, actually.
Yeah. I mean, both teams have like great keepers, even on the bench. Like Kelleher, Alisson, Mendy, and Kepa. It's decent. It's looking great.
But Mendy just won a tournament on PKs, right? So
yeah, so like he has the confidence. So.
Yeah.
And Alisson, I mean, it's a keeper I never fully trust. You know, he's a bit like error prone. He's very, very, very good. He's like extremely good actually, but it's never perfect. You know, it's never the perfect display.
Yeah, I want Ederson to start for Brazil.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know for Brazil, but I think like Ederson is a better fit.
Yeah, I like him better.
Yeah, same thing really. I never really considered Alisson as one of the best, really top class goalkeeper in the world, of course. And he's really good, but yeah, just I don't know.
Each to their own, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is definitely going to penalties, guys. I don't care what anybody says.
It's no way around it. That is a game that will go down to penalties.
Charlie brings in some interesting piece of trivia here. The last time these two teams were in the League Cup final, they both lost on penalties. Chelsea in 2019, Liverpool in 2016. Who did they lose to, Charlie? Because I don't remember. Just want to refresh our memories.
I reckon 2019 Chelsea lost to Man City, and 2016 I reckon Liverpool might have lost to Man City in 2016. Maybe might have been them.
I think that makes sense. City has been winning like pretty much every Carabao Cup.
Yeah, so there you go. I got it right. Thank you. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, that's a really surprise not to see them in the final.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have much preferred seeing like a City Liverpool, for example.
They should call it the Man City Cup, really, shouldn't they?
Yeah. Or just award it to Manchester City every year. Like do an exhibition, like they say there's.
Oh, it's a goal, and it's given.
Wow.
No, it isn't. He's offside again.
No. No way.
Is it really?
I can't believe it. Another offside.
Is it like?
No.
Is it the fourth offside?
Oh God, he is offside as well. Oh God.
Who's offside?
Havertz.
Oh, shit.
Oh God. You think like finally one got to be no. Tuchel celebrated more times than bloody hell than Australia when they beat who was it 33-0? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, but that was an easy offside. That was really easy.
It was
Clear
beat-
offside.
Offside.
What a dream.
Look at Tuchel.
Do you
How
know
many
what?
goals is that now? 5 goals disallowed?
I think.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
Is that
The
is this
fifth.
the most I've ever seen like goals being disallowed in one game? It must be.
I mean,
4 to
it's-
Chelsea, 1 Liverpool, right?
it's not even so shocking because, like, I mean, all the goals, like, it's clear offside, except for the Matip one where it's kind of, yeah, it's a bit sketchy and all. But, like, I'm not really sure. Like, each time it's just, yeah, it's offside.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but, like,
that was
yeah.
offside.
Yeah, 3 disallowed goals. Yeah, okay. But there's, yeah, because we're like mixing it up with all the missed opportunities. But like I've seen games with fewer disallowed goals, but more impactful ones because those were the, I would say, the dark times of VAR when they were ruling out every goal like by 1 millimeter. I mean, they're still doing it anyway. We're just seeing it less often. But
I think it's 4. 4
Yeah, I
disallowed
think it's
goals, yeah.
3. Liverpool got one as well. It's 4.
Yeah.
Chelsea
That-
had 3.
third, yeah, third for Chelsea, and there's been one for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right, that is third for offside. Actually, I think the Liverpool one wasn't for a foul, but it was for an offside, actually.
If he was offside, it was Van Dijk. He was on an offside position. Maybe he participated by stopping
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah. They showed it, and they drew the lines, and
Yeah.
or maybe they didn't get it either. I don't know.
Crazy game. Smash the like if you're watching. There are people in on the channel now. Anthony's back from his toilet break, mate. I hope you didn't clog up the drains on that one.
Oh no! I got to be honest with you. That water was definitely cold.
Oh,
Jeez.
God. Did you get a splash? Did you, mate?
Oh, splashback, yeah. You know what? I can't. I can't believe this game is. It's like.
It's like
It's like my sex life. You can't score.
Talk. Did you hear that? God, that.
we should do like another YouTube channel, just the highlights, you know. And that's going down in history. Like
We should do one. I'll
Honestly,
try
yeah.
like I'll try and edit out some of this to make like some of the highlights of it. Yeah.
honestly, yeah, that is deserving of a video.
You can't do that. You just leave it in.
I mean, I love that.
You know
beginning-
what? Yeah, clip what I just said, and then tomorrow, right, I'll be in work and I'll go on my Instagram and he'll go, "Do you remember this? The last light streams that Anthony."
Send it over to your missus, mate, so she can see what you said.
I know I'm quite late, but I just want to react to that Werner cross. Sorry, that was fucking disgusting. Like
You weren't happy with that, Matt.
cross. How can you fuck up something that bad? Like Werner, he doesn't know how to play. It's not, wow, he's so bad. There's really not a single player that has put in a great performance on the pitch tonight.
Mhm.
There's not a single player that has done decently. Like every single one of them has done rubbish.
Is Kepa coming on for PKs?
That'd be lovely.
Yeah, well, we're about 5 minutes away now. It's going to be penalty shootouts unless goal is allowed by VAR.
I'll turn my camera off, Max. I'm eating.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. That's fine. That's fine. We don't want to see you eating anyway.
Oh. Sticky toffee pudding with custard.
Oh, keep your camera on.
Yeah, totally, you can keep it. Yeah.
No, I'm joking. No, you can keep it. You do what you want. You do what you want when you're eating, bro. It's up to you. Oh, Chelsea on the break. Lukaku, he skips past Fabinho. He's got a pass to make now. Oh, it's straight into Virgil van Dijk, and it's cleared out for a throw-in for Chelsea.
Chelsea really deserve to win. I mean, I still want Liverpool to win. I don't care. Chelsea really deserve to win this game.
Yeah, they do, I think. Overall. Hate to say it. But then it is Liverpool, so how can I want them to win either? What is it? When I've talk on as well, we always go into penalty shootouts. I don't know what it is. One last chance. Alonso's doing very well there. It's got it into Lukaku. Werner's still on. They're putting their hands up for offside. It's a corner kick or is it offside? Oh, it looks like Kepa's getting ready.
Oh, that's wow.
He's got his gloves on.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
warming up.
That certainly is funny.
He saved 4 penalties in shootouts this season. 4. But didn't Mendy? No, hang on. Mendy saved quite a few chances in the AFCON, didn't he?
I think it was 2.
I can see Liverpool winning this on bloody penalties now.
Oh,
I'm with
yeah.
Matthew. I'm with Matthew on this one.
I said Liverpool penalties. I think I said 3-2.
Penalties, that's for sure. Again, like I really kind of see Werner missing his penalty. I'm saying it now. Werner will miss his penalty. Like it's not even like Kelleher will save it. It's just gonna be off. Like, it's just gonna be like way off. I got one prediction right. Let's see if I can get 2.
So what is it?
Maybe.
2 more minutes to go?
Yeah.
3 minutes, just under 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm on nearly 28 minutes. There's 4 people in the chat right now. Please do smash the like if you can and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Join us for the penalty shootout that it could potentially be. We are very close to the end of extra time, and it has been very close. So many VAR decisions going against both teams, including, of course, Chelsea with 3, Liverpool with 1.
By the way, Maddie, all three watch-alongs we did lately ended up going extra time. Only one didn't go to PKs, and Mendy was playing all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I do with me.
Yeah.
I think it's just you guys' fault, actually.
Yeah.
He won every one as well. He's won every single one we've had.
Oh my God, Chelsea are making a goalkeeper substitution.
Interesting.
That must be like very bad for a goalkeeper, surely.
Maybe.
I don't understand that because he's played brilliant. Chelsea's
guys.
goalkeeper.
Just feel like shit.
And I'm sorry, excuse my French right now, but it's just to fuck with the PK takers. It's just to mess with them.
Probably.
But he saved so many goals. I think they probably think now like, oh, this is probably a good chance to get a goal.
That's confidence breaking. Honestly, like if I were a Liverpool player, I wouldn't even be scared. I would be like, yeah, I mean, but Kepa just hasn't played. He's not ready. He's not really warmed up. Easier to score.
Matthew,
Could I say it would have been funny if Mendy would have went, nope, I'm not coming off. I'm not coming off.
Not this time. Not this time.
Yeah.
Keeper substitution. What?
That's full time. That's full time.
Not yet. No, we've got. Hang on. We've got. Let me tell you how many more minutes of stoppage. 1 minute of stoppage time from now. It's the 30th minute. And it's going to penalties unless someone literally runs up the field now and gets a one-on-one, which it could happen because Lukaku is on the ball, but very well played there by
Lukaku, so it's dealt terribly.
Yeah, it was a good ball, but he just it's it's extra time. People running out of legs. And I know Lukaku came on substitute.
Yeah, he came on quite late actually.
Yeah, I know.
He shouldn't be tired.
He looks a little bit tired.
Bet he is.
Of being at Chelsea.
Yeah, most likely.
How many times has he got to be there? 3. I think how many times is that now? 3 times. Just don't be at Chelsea, mate. It ain't working for you, bro. I never heard anybody going back to their ex-girlfriends 3 times in a row. Like, stop it. It's true though, right?
Yeah. Unless your name's Matt King and her name's Palm.
Name's what?
Palm.
Pom?
Yeah, palm of your hand.
Sorry, it was the farmer accent that you got there, porn.
Palm.
I thought you called me a pommy for a minute. It's like pom. What
full time, guys. Full time.
Full time it is now. Kepa's on. He's warmed up. He's ready for the penalty shootout. That's what's going to happen. Let's go to the solo view of everybody. Matthew, what do you make of the... Oh, there
Yo, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Okay, so what happened?
Matthew is now going into the penalty shootout. What do you think the result's going to be, Matt?
Liverpool win. Werner will miss his penalty. Probably 2 missed penalties for Chelsea. So depends on when. Probably like 3-2. 3-2 Liverpool.
3-2 Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk. Are you there?
Yes, I'm going to go for 7-5 Chelsea.
7-5.
Oh, please, no, not that long.
Anthony Sherbert.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Liverpool.
Okay.
That's a good prediction.
You go 4-3 Liverpool.
That's another good one.
I'm going to go 5-4 Liverpool. That's what I'm saying. And Charlie Hibbert says, please, Chelsea, I beg thee. So here we go, folks. We are in the penalty shootouts now.
I mean, you're way ahead of us, and especially myself. So I'll have
I'm
to.
not going to say anything. I'm gonna wait until
Describe. I want you to describe as much as clearly as possible.
Chelsea are in their little huddle now. Kepa's like squeezing the ball like it's somebody's head. What's he doing? What's this ritual about? He's trying to get more air out of the ball. What's he doing? I love it how they only show like the team talks from Chelsea. They're not showing Liverpool's at all. A little bit biased, don't you think?
I saw Liverpool's.
Only for a quick glimpse. I mean,
no, I saw it for a good couple of seconds there.
That's because they're already ready. That's my
Oh,
fault.
yo, talk, Maddie. What do you think about that? If Liverpool win, they will have won the same amount of trophies as Man United.
Oh, nice.
What? No, they won't.
Well, that's what.
They'll still be one more behind. 66 to 64.
You guys have 66 trophies.
Yeah.
And you're the Devils. That's cool. That's kind of cool. If you think about it.
But without that, their trophies ain't as meaningful as some of ours. Let's be honest.
They have more UCLs though, don't they?
So you think they'll be on par if they win this, Charlie? You still got to be the best in your domestic league, though. Sorry, I can always keep that. I can always keep that. 20-19. That's why I don't want Liverpool to win the league this season, because then they'll be on 20 league titles. That will be difficult to take. This is not difficult to take, to know that Chelsea have won more league cups and FA vases than Man United. Sorry. Probably not FA vases. That's probably not true. But Milner to step up, take the first penalty.
Yeah, probably going to score.
66 trophies each. Yeah, won't be going like that for very long, though, will it? Now that Roman's going to be possibly leaving. We'll see what happens with Chelsea. This might be the last cup they get for a long time.
I really don't think it's going to be that huge, guys.
If he has to give it up, mate, I can't see anybody paying $3 billion right now to buy Chelsea. I can't see it. No. $3 billion, he says it's worth. I can't see anyone doing that. No. But you might be right, mate. I hope it doesn't go that way, because I like the competition.
No. I hope Chelsea's over. I really do, but I don't think they are. That's the thing.
I mean, it's like with us, with Arsenal. I mean, if Kroenke wouldn't have bought us, we had a Russian in charge. Osvalov, wasn't it? Usmanov, yeah.
He's at Everton, right?
Yeah, he's at Everton. But
you guys see a penalty yet?
No, we haven't seen a penalty yet. No.
What are you watching it on?
Milner goal.
beIN Sports.
Sky Sports are watching that one.
Well, how can you not be on the same time as me?
Don't tell us, Matt. Don't tell us.
I'm not saying
Milner's
anything.
Right, up steps Milner. Here we go. Go.
Yeah.
Only just.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah, guys, can you commentate, because I'm well ahead. I don't want to give it away. I'd rather you guys, because you're probably more.
Milner's about to take from me.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm on the third player now, but I ain't telling you.
Fabinho.
Okay, so I did a smart move, which is actually going on the radio, so I'm a bit ahead now. I changed media, so I'm not watching. I'm listening.
Back in his Monaco days, Fabinho was one of the best PK takers in the world.
Yeah,
but, like,
and he's one of the few Monaco players of like the title-winning season that actually performed.
What Fabinho did was cruel. That was mean. Lukaku next.
Straight down the middle, 2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, that was nasty from Fabinho.
Yeah.
That was a cheeky penalty. That was a cheeky PK, wasn't it?
It was.
Smash
I
the
love
like.
I love how Kepa's trying like the Jersey Dudek move, like just
Smash the like if you're watching right now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. We've been on for 3 hours. That's dedication. I mean, you could have watched the Titanic and you'd still be in time with us.
2-2.
VVD. VVD's taking it now. Liverpool. Jesus. Jesus.
Surely
That was brave. That took some cojones from Van Dijk right there.
Right
Yeah.
then.
Wasn't expecting Van Dijk to take it actually.
Yo, if you guys are just listening to us, like Kepa literally stayed on one side of the goal. Van Dijk took the shot there with all his strength. Kepa didn't even come close to saving it.
It's usually how defenders actually take their penalties. Yeah, true.
All right. 3-all,
Just want
guys.
Werner to take it. Just want Werner to actually prove me wrong. Prove me right. Sorry. Technically, like Chelsea need to miss 2 for me to be totally right. I mean, 3-2 is already off.
great penalty so far, though. Both teams, great.
I mean, we're actually watching balls going right into the back of the net. It's incredible, and they're not disallowed. That's incredible.
Not disallowed. I like that.
You better hope nobody clips what you just said, Matteo, and puts it in context with something else.
Without context, it's,
Jesus, yeah, they're all like extremely well taken this far. ATA's was very, very cool as well.
Bar scores out the scoreline.
By the way, if Charlie's right and Liverpool have 65 titles thus far, Liverpool win this, then Alexander Trent Arnold's jersey just became a hell of a lot cooler, right?
No, he's saying Chelsea.
True.
I'm not saying Chelsea. Why?
Sorry,
how do you think Chelsea has 65
sorry,
titles?
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool. I thought you said
Liverpool.
Chelsea.
No. Oh, did I? That was a mistake.
No, I thought you did. I got it wrong.
Mhm.
My apologies. Yeah, it's Liverpool though. It's domestically. That's what matters.
Ooh, that was close. That was close from Reece James. 4-all, which pretty much means everyone but... Well, I'm out. My prediction's wrong. Matro's prediction's wrong. Who else got it wrong?
Mine was 5-4. So this could be...
So you still have a chance. Who said 7-5?
Mine's out. I said 3-2 Liverpool, same as Matt. So we're out.
You're out.
And Talk said,
7-5.
did Talk say 7-5, didn't he? Talk?
Yeah, so it could happen. Yeah. Definitely happen that. I mean, if Chelsea miss this next one, then I'm right.
I think 7-5 is impossible.
All right, thanks, Matt. So Salah just scored then.
It's not impossible. Oh no, it is impossible. It has to be
It's impossible. Yeah.
It has to be 6-7-6 Talk.
And the question
Way
is
to
it
go, Tom.
Werner? Is Werner last?
I think that's what you meant, isn't it? Yeah.
It's gonna be Jorginho, right?
Right, so Salah's going to set my ticket. He scores it.
I'm out.
All right, so it's 5-all then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if Matt said he's out, it's 5-all.
Jorginho now. It's Jorginho.
Yeah.
It's
5-5.
down to
Well, on mine, Liverpool's winning 5-4 still.
Bargav says no. Let's go Chelsea.
Jorginho.
Nice.
Smash the like if you're watching, please. Thank you very much.
Who's Liverpool 6?
Jota.
Jota, yeah.
Jota. Okay.
Bargav said good penalty for Salad.
Oh, another great one.
Oh,
The crowd are very on the edge of their seats. They're nail-biting moments.
Cousin went to increase the volume and crashed his computer. Okay, no, he's back.
Only want Pulisic to win, says Bargav. iPhone auto correct.
We know you meant salad. So Rudiger's taking it now.
I think talk's going to be right with the penalties.
Okay, so
Rudiger, we know Rudiger steps
Rudiger.
that thing. He's missed it then, hasn't he?
no,
I
it's
think
six,
talk's going to be.
6-all this far. The Orlando City FC on right now. Nice. What's the score? By the way, guys,
bet
when
he
you're
won.
done watching this, if you're not tired of looking at my face, go back and watch the last FITE show we had. We're talking about the MLS, the Eastern Conference designated players, and the squads overall, talking about who stands a chance of finishing top of that side of the league at least. Really interesting. And Bargav, Mel, and Johnny were there with me. Really cool show.
Is it Western this week?
Yep. That's what we're gonna do. Sorry.
Trying to help you out.
Right, so Origi just scored his. Is Origi the luckiest player ever in the history
Yes.
of football?
Yes.
Oh my lord, these penalties are so good at the moment.
All right, so Kante scored as well.
Talk, you're out of it, mate. We're all out of it. We've all got that.
So 7-all then.
Oh, bugger.
Why am I so far behind? Because Liverpool just scored theirs on mine.
Yeah. And Kante scores 7-7.
Yeah, they're so well taken.
This is never going to end, Matthew. Never going to end
No,
for you,
it's
mate.
never gonna end.
Can I change my scoreline? Can I go 22-21 Liverpool?
No, as I said, Werner will miss it, and we will see freedom.
Yo, this was actually Charlie's prediction for the PKs.
Yes.
True.
Well done, Charlie.
Very good.
Actually, I do want to say to Charlie, are we, if you're still watching, Charlie, are we streaming tonight or no? If you could just let me know in the comments, mate.
Well, in a DM, Charlie told me he hates you.
Why is it everything I want to say, I can't say it because it's not gone past Watershed? Oh.
It has in some countries. We're all over the world right now. Bargav,
Werner just scored Matteo, and it was only just.
Yeah.
So the pain and misery goes on.
He was the closest to missing, if that makes you feel any better.
It does.
damn pinpoint.
It's a youngster. Who's this now?
Guys, there's a second round. He can still miss.
Jesus.
I feel like I'm back to watching fucking AFCON.
Youngster taking it, Harvey Elliott, right?
Yeah, and then Thiago Silva stepping up.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Thiago Silva, but he doesn't like big moments. He really doesn't.
Yeah, he kind of crumbles.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
could this be the moment? Oh,
I
God.
take it he scored because no one reacted.
Matt is clapping.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that game over?
No.
No, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody hell, I've got to go to work at 7 in the morning.
It's 9-9.
Same here.
It's,
We've been watching it, match. We've been carrying on throughout. We've been putting matchsticks in our eyes, won't we? Go, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
99.
I don't know if people are aware, but I mean, I have to go to university tomorrow. If that couldn't before that, like to.
Now I've got to shave my ass out at 9.
We have 14 hours after the first.
Oh God! I just heard that talk.
It's Harvey
Why
Elliott.
9 o'clock?
Harvey Elliott is English. Yes, Bargav, he is.
I've got a soul kit first, so I need to get rid of the clag nuts, and then you don't pull.
Right, so
Oh.
Konate taking the 10th PK for Liverpool. I'm
Can it-
assuming he scored.
Can it be over? That is the question.
Oh God, it's just dragging on, man. Kanate scores.
By the way, Konate was closer to missing it than Werner by now. Like, that was the closest one to being saved.
I reckon we should have a bit of commentary now. Now that it's getting down to the nuts and bolts end here now.
Shallow bar rhymes with shallow bar. Is he going to hit the bar? I think he might do.
Ooh, Kepa got his hand to that as well. But here we go. It's
There's
Chalobah.
someone literally saying that on Twitter that he's asking, is Chelsea Liverpool the best game of the season so far? Incredible game, a lot of intensity. It's well above what we've seen. What a joke!
It's
Wow.
the goalkeepers now. It's down to the goalkeepers
Oh,
now.
nice.
Yep.
Yo, can I make an obvious
buries
joke?
it. Go ahead.
Right,
After that-
don't no one say nothing. If it, all right, I think it obviously is 10-all.
I won't say anything.
After that Keita foul, Chalobah has shallow balls. Is that good? No? Okay, it made sense in my head.
Charlie.
A hit and a miss.
That's rhyming slang for.
What?
I said it's rhyming slang for.
You're muting yourself.
Yeah, because I'm cutting off what I'm saying.
And it's-
Balls, woo!
Did I
That's
say
a
Oh,
good,
it's
something really
goalkeepers
inappropriate?
now.
and that's a good one.
Did I say something really inappropriate by accident?
Oh, what's happened, Matt?
I'm
Has it
assuming
happened?
Kepa missed it. I'm assuming Kepa missed it.
Matt's got he just got a splinter.
Here we go. This is the moment where it's all going to be like for Thomas Tuchel. Is like the worst decision ever.
And it's
'Cause he hasn't.
freedom!
Oh,
Freedom!
what that was the worst penalty. Ever.
Freedom!
They brought
He
him
just-
on to miss a penalty.
I think he just wanted it to be over. He just went, sad this.
Freedom!
They brought him on. He didn't save one. He missed one.
He thought he was taking a field
Guys,
goal.
we finally have the worst game I have ever seen in my life. I'm not even happy that it's over. My day is ruined, full of misery. At least I watched the game along with you guys, so I know I'm not alone in this depression kind of stuff. Congratulations to Liverpool, absolutely undeserved. I mean, it's funny because like
I
it's
don't know how
funny-
deserved it was.
because it's funny because like okay, when you look at it, yeah, Liverpool didn't really deserve it, but when you look at Chelsea, like not much, you know, they didn't really play well. I guess it's over. Incredible.
Yo, Bargav, this is on you. You tried to make the American connection so often, Kepa actually thought he was playing American football. There you go.
Well, that was a very tight game all the way through. I think that was everybody that's tuned in as well. Thank you. Subscribe, share, like. We're going to ask everybody now quickly, and I'm going to introduce it as a proper show as well, just to ask everybody's opinions. Then we will repost it as our thoughts on the game. So give me 1 second. Yes, everybody, Football United TV here. I'm with Marley, Matthew, Anthony, Talk. Want to know your thoughts on this game today. Marley, tell us, mate. What did you think?
Just start with me, mate. Okay. Dude, the biggest thing on the game was the refereeing. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was such a frustrating game because we saw the ball hit the back of the net 4 times, yet none of the times it was allowed, and 2 of them could have gone through. Liverpool did not deserve to finish the game with 10 men. Chelsea looked like the better side. I don't like them. I wanted them to lose. I'm happy Liverpool got the win, but Chelsea definitely deserved to. Like this, if I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. They deserved to win. They played better. They created more chances. Just wasn't their night. Luck was not on their side. And yeah, that's it. Just another example of horrible refereeing in England.
Agree with that, Matthew, mate? What did you make of the game today? I know you really wanted to get out. We did.
Yeah. What did I say? Pain, misery, depression, agony, suffering. It wasn't great. Of course, it wasn't a good game. It is very reminiscent of the 2019 Champions League final. You know, that one you want to forget, the Tottenham versus Liverpool one. Yes, that one wasn't great. Well, this game wasn't great either. I mean, everything, like Charlie said everything. Molly said everything. The refereeing was awful. There was 2 occasions in which we could have seen red cards. No red card was given. In fact, no card was given. Chelsea played not necessarily better in a way that it was more enjoyable, but they played better when we actually talk about who deserves the win. Liverpool are extremely lucky, extremely lucky. And I think the only note worthy of being said about this game is the fact that Liverpool are not tied with Manchester United in terms of trophy won.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Not. What about you, Anthony? What did you think of the game, mate?
Well, I just want to say well done, Liverpool, and visions to Chelsea. I mean, to be honest with you, if I was a Chelsea fan, like what Cuz said, I would be pissed. Now, there's no doubt I would be. I don't know why he subbed the goalkeeper. I thought Mendy, the 2 goalkeepers within the 90 minutes in the extra time, I thought they were both, you couldn't separate them both. They were man on the matches to me. So, and that was that. Obviously, we were lacking a goal. I said earlier in the stream what it felt like, obviously, And to be honest with you, sitting on this stupid thing here, I cannot feel anything from the waist down. And we've been on this stream for 3 hours and 9 long that.
By the way, cousin, show that to us again.
That little chair?
That's a dinner table, guys. By the way, that's a dinner table
for a 3-year-old. Yeah. So you weren't happy with the result, and the result of your backside feeling the cramp feel right now.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't feel anything from the waist down. I'm gone. I'm numb.
Well, Chelsea fans will know exactly how you feel then, Anthony.
Like Valentine's Day all over again, right, cousin?
Yeah.
Talk, what was your thoughts on the game, mate? What did you think of it, bro? I know you were probably the closest to the prediction on the penalties. And they put, like I think everybody else said, they brought Kepa on to save penalties, didn't save one, missed one. Was that the right decision?
Oh, the whole game was a bit of a damp squib. Officiating was absolutely diabolical. And, great entertainment for the penalty shootout, but wrong move taking off Mendy. I mean, it's come back to bite him right on the old derriere. So you know what? That's about it, bro.
See, it's horrible that Matthew admitted that it was we're joint now 66 trophies with Liverpool. That really does hurt indeed. Yeah. Anybody else got any thoughts to say on what's happened tonight?
Well, to be honest with you, I think it's been a complete and utter kick in the balls for Chelsea, even though we've seen that in the game. But it's just the way it is.
It's good.
Yep. All happy with that? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
the image of the game, it's either that or Cousins Pecs, right? Like it's one of the two. The biggest like visual highlight of the stream. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, brilliant. Well, we're brilliant, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Well done to Liverpool. Unfortunate for Chelsea not to pick up another a winning medal this season. Obviously, been the Champions League, the Club World Cup, trying to get the Carabao Cup, not getting it this time, and that probably, apart from Champions League, is pretty much limited for them this season. We are finishing up now, though. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the live watch along. It has been amazing. We are going to push this one, this small clip back out. We're going to repost it on YouTube to hear what we all thought about the game. So where can we find you guys? Matthew first from Francais. Thank you so much for joining us, bro. Where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on @football.viewer on Instagram, where I'm not so active, in fact. And you can also find me on Football Viewer on YouTube and Football Viewer Comps also on YouTube. That's about it.
Brilliant. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Talk MU, bro. Thank you for coming in, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having us, bro.
Where can we find you, bro?
Sorry, yeah. Find me. You know where to find me. Usual place on Twitter at iTalkMU, on the Man United agenda, and on this great channel. Thank you,
mate. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. And here we got Tractor Boy Anthony. Where can we find you apart from your combine officer? You
can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at my name, Anthony Herbert. You can also find me on SVT TV. If you can like that, subscribe and make a donation because it goes to a good cause. Also, you can find me on this channel, Football United TV. You know, it's a good channel. My favourite is Gunners from All Corners. And then you can find me on Dugout Daily with Little Charlie. Which I think we might be streaming tonight, maybe. So if you can note that in your diary and keep it later on. I think it's about 10 after 10. So, and it's a good one. It's going to be a good one.
We will check it out. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for coming on, bro. Last but not least, the man with the master plan, co-owner of the channel, Marley from Rio de Janeiro. Where can we find you apart from the beaches, mate?
You clearly can't find me on the beaches. I probably should go there more often. But, well, you found me. I'm here. This is my home. But definitely support all the channels and the platforms that these guys have shouted out thus far. I want to big up SVT TV slightly over the rest because they do it all for charity. So, yeah, do support that channel, please. And stay tuned to all the great content we have in here. The best shows usually feature me. Anthony's absolutely right, like Gunners from All Corners or the Fitech show. But we have an immense football politics show coming up that's going to be really important. And that's a show that you should pay attention to every single one we've done. Usually Talk and Matt are there like spitting wisdom. And stay tuned to everything. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter. I mean, Matt controls those accounts, but it still supports us as the channel. So, yeah, please do follow us everywhere. That's it.
Keep pressing the like button, people, on this one. Matt and Charlie does a really good job. So just subscribe and like.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for coming in. We are finishing up now, Matthew. It is going to end. We can all get our bath showers off. Food. We are done. Big up to Avi, big up to Charlie, big up to Bargav, big up to Niall, big up to Strains, big up to everybody that's been in the chat today. If I have forgot your name, this is Luca as well. Solo was in the house too. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are finishing off right now and we'll be back tomorrow with the Premier League weekend show. So come tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Until then, have a classy rest of your weekend. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.